You know, I want that one to be the highest quality possible, but it's not going to happen the way that we're multi-streaming today. So that's okay. Nothing wrong with that.
Will be going away pretty soon as well. And it's very soon.
Let's freaking go, because this is Snipe and Hammer show. That's what's up.
Hey, real quick, Playway.
You know, see all the chat. Everything seems to be good. Yeah, excellent connection. We should be good to go now. We shouldn't have any more issues in terms of our quality connection. We haven't dropped any frames, which is always a good thing. We'll go ahead and close this, since I can't really work on that right now. Open up my task manager to see what's happening graphics wise. You see, so my graphics card, it's 94% utilized right now. How am I supposed to do this and stream with this card? It's probably not possible. I mean, I take that back. It, of course, is possible. It just looks kind of funky.
And I think some of the concerns are
another thing that we may work on today. I don't know, but it's something that I'm thinking about. Is I want to start this multi-streaming on console gaming. So, for example, the PlayStation 5, thanks to the power of Beam, thanks to Beam streaming, it should be possible to multi-stream via console using Beam. So I want to try that. Don't know exactly how it's going to go. And after the stream today, I'm going to just work on that and see if we can make that thing work. And that's going to be great. I can't wait for that. Let me see what's happening. I'm in my unit chat, so I should be able to see everything. I still have YouTube pulled up because YouTube used to be delayed. I'm still testing that to make sure, you know, that's not the case anymore. But we should be good. So now, I put it over here somewhere? No. Okay. Well, no, it's down here. We picked up a couple things. I wanted to just chat and relax and chill for just a little bit. While, you know, Kick Chat is doing their thing. You can see it over here. Just in case, you know, they're doing their thing. Eddie, Andrew, and Mina out in the Middle East. Shout out to them. You know, do what they do. You can probably hear them in the background. If you know, you can head over there and watch them if you want to. It's all good in the hood. But did I just see something? No, it was the chat on that side. But with that being said, we went and got some stuff yesterday. We picked up a couple games. One of the games came in the mail, and then the other stuff we found as we were out and about shopping and looking around for stuff and doing some trades and stuff. I have a bunch of games that I don't play, so it's like, well, might as well do something with them and get something that you rather, you know, play instead. So that's what I did. I traded a couple Switch games, a Game Boy Advance games that I was like, I'm never going to play these. There's no point in holding on to them. Let me go ahead and see what I can do with these games, and I was able to turn those into something. So we'll talk about that in just a moment, but before we do, one of the games we picked up came from Best Buy, and at the time it was on sale for $30. You know me, your boy JD, we don't spend full price on games. Now, there's an exception to some of these rules, as we'll talk about later on in a moment, but especially like these newer games, the PS5, the Xbox Series games, like I try my best not to pay full price for this stuff. For what, right? Like, and I get it, you know, like, oh my God, we have to support the video game industry. And like in some cases, yes, of course we do. Of course. Of course, and that's not something we should be discussing in terms of that. But like what I'm trying to say, yes, C-Stream Elements is in the building, Botrix is in the building on YouTube. Those shits 921. So there's a little bit of delay there, but that's okay. We'll keep our eyes out for that. But anyways, you know, some of these games I don't have time to get to. You know, there's so many games out there. We got Marvel Rivals in this piece now. You know, there's Fortnite. There's just a whole bunch of stuff. I'm into the retro stuff, so I love retro gaming. And one of the games I was playing, Final Fantasy VII, because, you know, remake, integrate, rebirth is on its way out soon on PC. You know, I'm looking at Final Fantasy 16, which is still sealed. Might want to do something with that. But we also have Final Fantasy VII Rebirth on the PS5, still sealed, haven't opened it. There's a reason for it, because I'm like, no, I know it's coming out on PC. Guess what they announced at the Video Game Awards out in December? They announced that Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is coming to PC. Shout outs to the follower over here. Thank you so much. How are we doing today? Welcome in. Let me see. Carlos, welcome in. Hope you're doing well today on this Saturday. Oh man. I'm good. Carlos, I'm good. How are you? Thank you so much for pulling up. What you working on today? I'm testing and learning. We're multi-streaming on multiple platforms right now. And we've had some hiccups, but I did it on purpose because I needed to see what the limits were. I know what my internet limit is. I just didn't know the capabilities of the computer I'm currently working with, what its limits were, and I'm finding out right now. We finding out real fast. Good, awesome, glad to hear it. How'd you find me? Did you let me see. Can I get into my dashboard, please? Kick, can I please get into my dashboard? It will not allow me to get into my dashboard. And at first I'm like, did I get banned for something? Like, I don't do anything to get banned. Look at this stuff, man. Look at this. 403 forbidden. I am not allowed to get into my own dashboard. What's going on, Kick? Help a brother out. I don't understand. So I've had to do all kinds of stuff via the chat, which is fine. And like, clearly we're live. So I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I don't get it. Someone's hanging out over on Beam. I thought I heard something. What's happening? Blood. Nico, what's going on with you? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for hanging out. Whoa, long time no see. Nick's Galaxy's in the building. What's going on with you, my friend? Welcome in to the stream. Hope you're doing well. We're just chilling, man. We're just chilling, having a conversation. Just talking about some games we just picked up. Got some people coming through on all platforms. I love it. This is awesome. Appreciate y'all, man. This is really freaking cool. That's what I'm talking about. This is the power of multi-streaming. Now, the goal is to keep it all under control. I might see one message, I might miss something else. So this is where real test comes in. You got to pay. I have to pay attention. I don't understand much because my English is blind. It's okay. No worries. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for pulling up. I really appreciate you hanging out. Feel free to chill, vibe. Hopefully you're entertained in some way. I don't know how. I don't have the, highest level grade stuff, but I appreciate y'all being here, man. Coffee's hitting right now. Coffee's hitting, baby. Someone else is over here chilling. Angel, CEO of Beam Streaming's in the building. Welcome in. Thank you so much for hanging out. Appreciate you. Happy Saturday. Happy Catterday. Hope everything is working out for you very well. We are multi-streaming through the power of Beam. We are using Beam. We're on Kick. We're on Twitch. We're on YouTube. We're on all of those all at once. And I'm very, very thankful for Beam. Let me tell you what happened, my friend. Started my stream this morning. I'm using a different computer. I'm like, okay, let's test the limits. Let's see what we can do. We were using another piece of software for multi-streaming where I could kind of control the bit rate for each platform. That was like the one thing. That's actually one thing I wanted to kind of provide some feedback on. I don't know if this is possible, but anyways, I'm using that software. I'm setting this bit rate for each platform, so the quality is set a certain way for each one. And my computer just said, no, it's not happening. Once I set up a second one locally here, it was over. My graphics card's already 100% utilized right now. That's just with Beam. So that's kind of concerning for me. It looks like Eddie and Andrew, they're talking about some other stuff, so we're not worried about them. Anyways, respect them, but we ain't worried about them right now. Anyways, computer's crashing. My OBS, well, the computer's not crashing, but OBS is crashing. It's not. It's like, no, sir, I can't do this. I'm like, cool, whatever, we're done. So I cut that off. I restart OBS. We got Beam, and Beam is taking care of everything without a freaking problem. Everything is working very, very nicely, and I appreciate Beam. It's there for your boy JD. Yes. That's how this is possible. So thank you very, very, very much. We've solved that issue. We shouldn't have any more technical issues. All 4 platforms are good to go. At least it should be. Let me refresh real quick. I don't see any drop frames. Beam's looking good. And I know I can make Beam look even better. It's just the unfortunate part is you have to set the bitrate to the lowest common denominator. And so right now that's Kick. Kick is capped at 8,500. It's technically 8,000. That's what they say on paper. But we've been able to push it to 8,500 without a problem. But that is the limit. You have to set the Beam's bitrate to the lowest common denominator of the other platforms' maximum bitrate. So right now that's Kick is 8,500. I would love to push it to the 16,000 kilobits because I can do that, but unfortunately we're limited to other platforms. One thing that would be awesome, if this is something that's even being talked about or something that's possible, is if you can set the bitrate per platform using the multi-streaming power from Beam. Maybe something on the sections like, oh, set it at this bit rate or set it at this rate for each platform. I don't know if that's possible. And of course, that could cause some more issues with other things, right? I've never seen it. And it would be amazing if Beam would be the first to allow something like that, right? So like Beam, I would love the 16,000 kilobit because that's what it supports. But Kick, since I'm going live through Beam, I want to set that at 8,500. Just have that set so it's not reliant on the highest bit rate. You know what I'm saying? Just a suggestion. But I don't even know if that's even something that's being talked about. I just figured I'd say something while you're here. So thank you. Appreciate you listening. That's all. I still love everything it's doing. It's fantastic. Hadn't had a problem with it. Never. I don't even recall ever having a problem with it. And it's saving my butt right now because when I tried to do it with the other software, everything locally was like, no, sir. Not happening. And then Beam was like, got you, bro. Like, perfect. And that's why we love it. I said I was going to put on some music. I haven't done that yet. Let me do that. Since we got YouTube in the mix, we got to be careful on the music that we play. And it won't be difficult to do. Give me a second. You might hear loud music popping off. Actually, you may not. Oh, no, you will. Bring it down. I gotta turn it up so I can hear it. Let me turn it up so I know what I'm listening to. Yeah, loud as hell. Loud as hell. Turn it down. There we go. Then I can do this. Well, let me see. Yeah, that's good. All good. Currently, with our multi-streaming implementation, we can't do it, but we're looking into ways of doing it. Okay, cool. Yo, GNV on YouTube, what's going on? Thank you so much for hanging out. Welcome to the stream. Happy Saturday to you. Hope you're doing well for yourself. That Unichat's amazing. I will say that I have seen improvements with Beam's Unichat because the one platform that was just kind of behind from all the other platforms was YouTube. But that's right on point. So shout outs to Beam for getting that taken care of as well, man. It's awesome. There we go. Good stuff. Beam, oh, you know what? I probably, no, it's not that because anyways, in other words, like we've been having issues, right? So on Kick, I can't get into my dashboard. I don't know why I can't get into my dashboard. I tried to do it through a private window, incognito. It just will not let me in. Have no idea what's going on. I did post on X, but I'm sure no one said anything because, you know, people don't respond to anything that I say. And that's okay. I'm not worried about them. Anyone else having the same issue? That's because, let's see. Depends, blah, blah, blah. That's a terrible. You bump them. No, well, it's not working now. We're having a conversation about Dennis Schroeder being a Golden State Warrior. It's like, well, y'all need to figure something out because he is performing way worse. The numbers speak for themselves. People saying, well, what are you going to do then? What are you going to do? We got music running now. So, all right. We've completely gotten sidetracked. I'm so sorry about that, folks. But let's go ahead and continue where we left off. Game pickup. Segment. Video game pickup for the week. Like I said, I've been, trying some stuff. We've been kind of going around the city just to see what's going on. We've been scouring the internet to see if we can find some deals on stuff, especially on games I want to play, but just, didn't necessarily have the time to, nor wanting to spend a whole $70 on. So, perfect example is a game that, apparently is highly favorited. It's an awesome action game, hack and slash RPG, if not. But Stellar Blade. We went and picked up Stellar Blade, brand new from Best Buy. About 2 weeks ago, it was on sale for $30, so I went and picked it up. Your boy I don't pay full price for games, baby. We don't do that around here. But yeah, we're gonna mess around with this. We might even put this in the PS5, and we might even multi-stream using the power of Beam. We're gonna give that a shot. We haven't done it yet. We're gonna set this thing up and maybe play this or Astrobot. I haven't decided which game, but we'll see how all that works. I'm actually pretty excited. We got the PS5 in the room. It wasn't in here for a while, but we got the PS5 back in here. We got it hardwired. Try to set it up for success so we don't have any issues when we do set it up. But yeah, I'm very excited to see how that it's all implemented and see how that works out. Next game I wanted to talk about. Went to a local video game store in my city, not a GameStop. I'm very fortunate to be in an area in the desert where there are a great handful, a good amount of selection of video game stores around here. I'll just give you the names. You can look them up if you want to. But Fallout Games, that's a awesome business out here. Awesome video game franchise. I don't think it's a franchise. It's still like its own little corporation, but it's based here in Arizona. So Fallout Games, there's quite a few of them. There's like 3 or 4 of them in the area. They're stretched out, which is also a great thing. One thing I heavily dislike is when, like, for example, GameStop, when I first worked there in the early 2000s, when I started working at GameStop, there was not 1, there was not 2, there was 3 GameStops in walking distance. Then they added a 4th GameStop. Like, okay, let's go ahead and saturate the market, because that makes complete sense. It was like, at the time, there was as many GameStops as there were Starbucks. And I know obviously Starbucks is much bigger situation than a GameStop, but the fact that there were 3 in the mall, absolutely nonsensical, made no sense. At the time, GameStop was its own company, then Funko was its own company, EB Games, Babbage's, but GameStop's like, let's just buy up all the companies and turn them all into the big one. Okay, great. But did you realize, there's a lot of these places, like, kind of just dense in this area. So when you did that, you have not now just 1 store, you have 3 now. You literally just go down and it's like a 3-minute walk. Here's Funkoland. You walk outside the mall and go across to the next, like, what do you call those things? Those plazas, whatever you call those plazas, a strip mall. They call them a strip mall. You walk across the street, there's another GameStop. Okay, well, let's walk down 2 blocks, another GameStop. It's like, what the? Why is there so many? And then they get upset and the managers get all mad when they don't reach goals. It's like, well, you've given the customer so many different options. Now you are separating that dollar. Instead of it being hyper focused in one location, now it's spread out between 4 stores. And you expect people to make their goals that way? Not gonna work. Perfect example, when I worked at a thrift store, I was at one of the highest grossing money-making stores in the business. It was crazy. Always ranking in the top 3, damn near every day. They opened up a store around the corner. Sales dropped like a rock, like a stone. And there was a problem because the store managers and full-time employees were bonusing every month. Now you've taken away their bonus potential. You didn't raise your rates. You didn't do that. To compensate for the fact that you opened up another location right down the street, it was so bad, folks, we had to shuttle people. We had to, like, oh, we're opening a new location. You want to check it out? We're going to shuttle the bus. We have a shuttle bus where we can take you to the new location. It's like, why are we doing that? Take your ass over there yourself. It was so bad. Man, they did not think this through. This location was much smaller. The parking was atrocious. You had customers parking in other businesses, parking spots, to a point where those other businesses were towing those cars away. It's like, no, you're not bringing this business into my parking lot. Hell no. Get these cars out of here. They totally didn't think that through. Of course, no, they thought it through. They didn't give a shit. That's what happened. It's like, hey, you stupid enough to go park in someone else's parking spot. You gonna take their business? No, it's not gonna work. What's going on with you, GMB? Welcome in. How you doing? Welcome. Hope you're doing well for yourself. But let's move on to the next game, shall we? We kind of got sidetracked. That's what we do around here. We get sidetracked, and that's okay. It's my shit. I can do what I want. Next game. a week ago, I traded in some games I have no intention on playing, and got some good credit for it. We got well over $100 for it. I go over to another store called One Up Games. There's only one of these in our area. They don't have any plans on expanding. They might, but there's no plans for that in the moment. We're not playing Fortnite, buddy. I don't even have it installed on this computer, but thank you. Don't forget to hit that like button on your way out. Just kidding. You can stay. You don't have to go anywhere, but we're not playing Fortnite today. Appreciate it, though. I appreciate you wanting to ask. We are going to start having more people, they asked why you start having people play and stuff like that. But, yeah, we don't even have Fortnite installed on this computer, so I'm sorry, bud. Sorry about that, man. So I go in there. We're looking at stuff. It's like what they got going on. And I ask him, it's like, yo, got any new trade-ins? Got something new that's ready to sell? And he gives me, there's a handful of stuff. One of them, I forget what the game, The Warriors. That was a game it's a Rockstar game from the PS2 time. And I have never played it. So I'm like, oh, that's interesting. I'll look into that. I'm like, I don't know about that. But hey, Def Jam Fight for New York. When I had to pick this junk up, I'm like, I've never owned this. And I remember playing this like as a demo, and like when it first came out back in the early 2000s, I'm like, damn, this is actually pretty cool. Because, you have all, for those of you who don't know, Def Jam Fight for New York is actually considered one of the better like fighting / like wrestling / games. And guess who made it? EA Sports. At least EA Games. They released this stuff. They published it at least. And of course, it's AKI Corporation. That makes all the sense in the world. This was developed by AKI Corporation. These are the same people who back in the day made banger wrestling games. We're talking about WCW / NWO Revenge. We're talking about WrestleMania 2000. We're talking about No Mercy. These were those same folks who developed those games, had their hands on Def Jam Fight for New York. That makes complete sense. I'm like, that explains why the game's so good. And then it was published by EA Games. Remember they used to make great games when they used to publish great games, and now it's just a whole bunch of Madden and, Ultimate Team microtransactions. Majority of the money they make now is microtransactions. Yeah, it's crazy, but that's how it goes. So yeah, we went and picked that up. Now that wasn't cheap. It was fairly expensive. Greatest wrestling game of all time. Graham Fandango's in the building. What's going on with you, Graham? Thank you so much for popping up, man. How you doing? Hope you're doing well, bro. And when you say No Mercy, did you say Love Fight for New York? Oh, nice. Yeah, we went and picked it up yesterday. We found it. We were at the right place at the right time. We're at One Up Games, and it showed me, hey, I got this. I'm like, oh shit. And I had $100 in store credit. I'm like, oh, because I know it's expensive. He looked it up. It's like, and he hooked it up. Because unfortunately, I wouldn't say he hooked it up, but it's the game, but it doesn't come with the instruction manual, so that's unfortunate. Yes, I know, it didn't come with the instruction manual. I know it's crazy, but he dropped it a little bit because it's not complete in box, so you have to price it appropriately. And he didn't charge me tax because I had a little bit of cash on hand, so boom, it was done. It was good. A good explanation there. Let's see, how do we deal with that? This is what we're going to do. GMV, my friend, we're gonna go ahead and do that. Let me see what we're gonna do. Let me see what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Think about that, man. Think about that. I just need you to think about that. Gene James is in the building. What's going on with you, my friend? Welcome to the building. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing well, my friend. How are you doing today, Gene? Thank you so much for popping up. I really do appreciate it. We're over here. Look, oh my goodness. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. It's nice when things work when they're supposed to. Not everything's working though. We have some issues today. So for a perfect example, we're watching Kick Talk as we typically do on a Saturday morning. But I cannot access my creator dashboard. I can't get into my creator dashboard. And so at first I'm like, did I get banned? I'm like, there's no way. I have done nothing wrong. I've done everything correct. And for some reason, I cannot access my dashboard. I've done everything. I've switched up my internet. I opened up a new tab. I logged out, logged back in. I've opened up an incognito private window. I cannot get into my dashboard, but my stream clearly is working. So I have not been banned. So I've been having to change everything via the chat, which I will give props to that function for working today. Like, thank you so much for working today. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you so much for the follow, bro. Yeah, I remember that name. Do I remember that name? I might remember that name. How you doing? Welcome in. God, where is my chat over here on Twitch? Am I worried about the third-party events? Just give me my chat so I can see what's happening over here. Maybe I'll do this. There we go. There it is. Yo, there is no problem. Sometimes glitch happens in the dashboard. Okay, yeah, so maybe I'll just give it a day. Maybe it'll reset itself and I can get into it again later on in the future. But as it stands, I cannot get into my creator dashboard on Kick. It won't let me. I don't know what happened. It is what it is. Use, bro, I was on one and I thought that was the reason why it was preventing me from getting in. So I went off it. We're back on it now, but we went off it and it still wouldn't let me in. Trust. So I don't know what's going on. I have no idea what's going on right now. Yo, thank you so much, Lucy, for the follow on Kick. I appreciate that. How you doing? Happy Saturday to you. Hope you're doing well. Lucy, I'm doing good. Thank you so much. I apologize for missing your chat earlier. Graham said he spent hours on that game just putting together your fit. That's what's up. I'm about to go in on this one for reals. Lucy, I'm doing great. We were having some technical issues this morning. We were just testing the limits of this computer, trying to multi-stream locally here. But that was not in the cards, so we are multi-streaming via Beam, and Beam is handling the business perfectly fine. So we picked up Def Jam. It was priced at, I think, 115 or 120. It's expensive. This game ain't cheap by any sense of the imagination. Let me tell y'all, let me show you what I'm talking about, man. But I had to store credits, so I'm like, you know what? Might as well go ahead. I've always been thinking about that game. Obviously, that's going to be a problem when it comes to streaming it because there's a whole bunch of rap music and all kinds of stuff. So YouTube is completely out of the question. We're not live streaming that game on YouTube at all. That you can forget about that. But everything else should be okay. Def Jam Fight for New York for the PlayStation 2. And it's the original one. It's not the collector's or the greatest hits version. It's the original box. Whoo-wee, goddamn, let me show you how much it cost. $142.50. $142. He gave me the loose price because it was incomplete, missing the manual. Otherwise, it would have cost me damn near $200, man, for this game. But again, I had to store credits, so everything was good in the hood. Everything was cool. Let's see. Check. I don't do Wi-Fi. We're cool on that. We're all good. Everything's hardwired. I'm glad you're doing good, Lucy. You even have that on there? I don't even think I have that. You know, you probably could, but don't you think that the music's part of the experience? Because I know you could probably turn off the music, and then on top of that, there's a way where you could separate it so YouTube can't even hear any of the game at all. But I don't want to do that to them, you know. I don't want to have to do that because of music. But would you say that the music's part of the experience when it comes to that game, or do you not care about it because, you know, the gameplay is so good? It's not even that. It's not even an issue at that point. Okay, and that's strange. Am I on the right thing? Look, I'm an OG. I got gray hairs on my beard, man. So y'all have to give me a second to catch up on stuff. Oh, wait a minute. Is that the same? Oh, wait. What am I looking at? You said check IGs. Like, what am I looking at? What? Spill the tea. I'm not even sure what I'm looking at, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put that down. All right. A lot of stuff going on. Let's see. Have I ever heard of Finnish music? No, I have not. I've not heard of that. I just checked it. I didn't see anything. I don't know what's happening there. There's nothing new. I'm not seeing anything new, so I don't know. All good there. With that being said, man, yeah, we'll figure it out. I'm very excited about this. Give that a play again. Not everything's unlocked, which that's fine. You know, we like to do things the hard way and play games and unlock characters, and the replayability's high and all that. The last one. This one's interesting. This is an interesting one to me. This one here, we went to Savers, another thrift store that's in the area, and they had new games out. You always like to check the video game stuff, and unfortunately, when it comes to thrift stores, it's just riddled with resellers. It's just completely withered. And I'm gonna be honest, I might have to trade this one in myself because I have no interest, but it just kind of piqued my interest. And I'm gonna go ahead and pull the game up now, so that I can show you what I'm talking about. And I was like, I had to check it a couple times and be like, this can't be correct. There's no way this is right. Sorcerer's Stone. I'm like, there's no way this is correct. So I'm double checking it now. PS2. Yeah, like this had me wilding out because I'm like, why? Why is it that much? Either way, the game I'm talking about is this: Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Now I'm looking at it. I just grabbed a whole bunch of games and I like to just scan them just to see like what they're valued at. And I use a website called Price Charting. So if you haven't heard of that, definitely recommend it just because it tells you how much things are, especially if you're going for like retro stuff. It's a great resource for you to know how much things are actually valued at. And it breaks it down by if it's loose, so game by itself, if it's complete, so case and instruction manual, brand new, graded, all the other stuff. Like if you wanted a box by itself, there's a price for that. If you wanted the manual by itself, there's a price for that. That's why I like the website so much. It's pretty dope. So price of it, $9.99. And I'm like, really? I'm like, okay, that's kind of pricey for a Harry Potter game. But then I look up the value of the game and I'm like, what? That can't be right. So I look it up, and like for some reason this game is valued complete for $54.93. I'm like, huh? Like, why is this game valued that much? It must be rare. And as you can see, like it was at like, you know, it's teetering around. And there's another function, you get to see the graph, like it shows you at how much was it at certain points, right? So you see how it's just kind of teetering. You know, in 2020 everything went up in price, right? So we're not worried about 2020, but the fact that it's kind of been holding to that point is wild to me. At some point it was at $70. It's like, why is this game, and it's not even that good of a game. The critic score is pretty in the toilet with it. I think it's in the 50s. Like it's really not a good game. And I'm like, why is it so expensive, bro? I don't understand. So it must be rarity. It must be a rare game, or you know, it didn't sell as much or something. No idea why. But I'm like, okay, well, it's $10. I'm definitely picking that up. And it was literally like 3 minutes. If I wasn't there 3 minutes before, or yeah, if I wasn't there when I got there, this already would have been picked up and sold. Because someone else, like literally a couple minutes after me, he was looking at the games, looking at all the ones that were there. They had like Nightmare Before Christmas for the Xbox. They had it priced at $40. I'm like, okay, that's kind of high. Why is that? And I look it up. It's valued at $40. I'm like, okay, we won't be behind that. But I have a like, I feel a certain way when it comes to prices at thrift stores, right? So like, I get it. These thrift stores are out here trying to make money. Obviously, they're trying to give you a deal when you're in there, but at the same, they got goals to reach just like anybody else. They're a business at the end of the day. They're not a charity as you might think they are. That being said, I don't necessarily believe we should be pricing things at market in a thrift store. Maybe like if you like, oh, the good news is that it was at market and wasn't priced higher than market value. That would have been like, what the hell are you doing? Like, ain't nobody buying this when you can literally just order it online and get it for way less. Yeah, I don't mind waiting for it, but you're not going to overcharge me. This is a freaking thrift store for we're talking about here, you know. But that's just my philosophy on it. I just don't think it makes sense unless it's like a rarity. Then whatever, but it is what it is. Gray's in the building. What's up with you, Gray? Thank you so much for pulling up. Hope you're doing well for yourself, my friend. Let me see what's happening. It definitely is. The music is the heart of the game, right? Because isn't it like it changes too, like depending on what you're doing in the game, right? I could be wrong. It's been a long time. It's been like 20 years since I played it, right? So let's see. I checked it. Music is why I don't stream GTA. It's hard to get around it. Yeah. When it comes to, I know Twitch, it has that VOD. And if you have like certain stuff set up the right way, it should be able to filter that out so it doesn't mute your stuff. But I think Twitch will still mute the music. Which actually, no, it won't mute the music. It's going to mute your stream entirely. Like, I think that's how that works. I haven't really dealt with it. I think I've seen it once, but it was like a little nanosecond when it happened. Great. Thank you so much for the follow over on Twitch. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Gray. Yo. It mutes it entirely when it mutes. Yeah. Okay. That's what I thought. Alita 82's in the building. What's going on with you? Thank you so much for hanging out. Hope you're doing well for yourself. Happy Saturday for Beam. Happy Catterday. We out here doing some stuff, man. Oh, so got some more information about the Beam app, Grim. So the Beam streaming app itself is only on Android devices. It's not on iOS. I figured that out yesterday. I was like, oh, why is it not pulling up on iOS? And then I looked it up. Oh, it's Android. It's only on Android for now. I'm sure it'll end up on iOS eventually, sometime soon. But until it does, it's on Android. So there is an app for that. And then maybe today, maybe next week, because I don't stream during the week anymore. It's just like I don't. It's not that I don't see the point in streaming. I don't want to devote so much time to it when there is not much like reward for it. And so I treat it as a hobby. It's that simple. I treat it as a hobby. I'd rather, do this than to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather, utilize and see what things are capable of. We test and learn. That we learned today that I can't locally multi-stream all these platforms. We learned that. Like, I have the internet to sustain it, but my computer's like, no, sir. And it has a little bit to do with the graphics card. We have our RX 6800 in here, AMD. So that's issue number one. We got an AMD card in this computer, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's really good for gaming, but for gaming and streaming, last week we were playing Marvel Rivals and everything seemed to be working great, but as soon as I started loading up that game, forget about it. I was looking at my task manager and we're already at 95% utilized, and I haven't started up a game yet. So I'm like, fuck, this is gonna be a problem. This is gonna be an issue. Oh, see, and then, bro, they rated Action Man. What the hell is going on over here? Oh, that's what's happening. They're doing what they're doing, which is fine. But yeah, I'd like not to get rated to Action Man. I don't care for him. I don't have any problem with him. I just don't care for him. That's it. And I still can't reach my dashboard. Thank you, Kick. Greatly appreciate that very, very much. I cannot access my my creator dashboard. All good in the hood, man. Oh man, doing good. That's awesome. I love that we're having conversations in the chat as a group. This is great stuff. The best way to play music on stream is to set the audio up on different audio sources and set it so the VOD doesn't record it. OBS has a way to do it. Right. I don't care about it. No one watches my show anyways. Let's see, it's gotta have people in the stream to report you. If there's no one there, then no one's gonna report you. Fair enough, bro. Another thing I do, y'all might be hearing music in the background. This is no copyright music. NCS on YouTube, so their stuff is copyright free. I'm not worried about it. Although I did get hit with a copyright claim last week. I don't know exactly where it's from. It might have been from Marvel Rivals, because I think there's some music in there that YouTube's like, what the fuck, and so I'm like, whatever. I haven't reviewed it yet. I just saw it on my phone. I'm like, oh, there's a claim. Where? How? Why? And in order to actually see exactly where it is, you can't see it on your phone. You have to like go on the browser and check it on a computer. It's like, come on, man. It's 2025. Can we figure that out? YouTube, $1 billion company. Can we figure this out, please? This is a suggestion. It's a recommendation. You don't have to do nothing. Just letting y'all know. Crazy shit, man. Okay. Last thing I wanted to... Wait, we talked about that. We talked about that, those 3 games. We talked about it. So yeah, we're probably gonna end up trading up Harry Potter. We're gonna trade that shit because I'm probably not gonna play it. But yeah, it was $10. It's valued at $50, so I'm probably gonna get like maybe 20, 30 for it in the store because I would sell it. I just don't feel like it. I'm a lazy bum. God damn it. So like, I used to be selling shit on eBay. You know, 5-star rating, your boy. You know, I take care of business. I do it right. Let me sending garbage out. I send out good stuff and I send it packaged well. Everything's good. But it's just, you know, all the fees and have to do the work, taking pictures and posting all that shit. You know, you could do that. And honestly, I'd rather do that than what I'm currently doing for my full time. So I'd rather do that. But, you know, these deals, these games, they don't come up as much as I would like, especially because I'm in an area where it's just riddled with resellers. You know, so it's like you're competing against other people all the time and it's just a headache. I don't have time for all of that, man. It's like, fuck all that. Forget it. Man. Let's see. But I have a bunch of copyright free music on Spotify saved, so that does come in handy. Spotify's probably going to be something I'm going to have to implement because obviously a lot of things work well, like the bots work well with Spotify. I have YouTube Music because of YouTube Premium, and I love YouTube Premium, but it doesn't like, it's not very like widget friendly. It's not widget friendly. Not copyright friendly either, for sure. Spotify is, but I don't have like the ad-free stuff. And you have to be careful with that because I'm kind of cautious. I get very cautious when it comes to that stuff. For example, with Spotify, if you don't have like the ad-free version, like premium or whatever, you know, you're going to get the ads, which is fine. You know, whatever. It is what it is. If people don't want to hear ads, you have to support a brother. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not paying for it. If I'm not using it that much, unless I'm using it for specifically streaming, people's going to have to pay for that, man. If you want that service, people's going to have to cash in on that. But anyways, you know, you get an ad-supported version of Spotify. Those ads are localized. It's like, come over here, California's Dodge. Like, what the... don't be telling people where I'm at. What the fuck? What are you doing? Like, that's why I hate that local personalization bullshit with ads, bro. You can't get generalized ads because obviously those are lower in terms of ads. That's why it's focused on, you know, whoever's listening and where they're located at. But in doing so, that you could accidentally expose yourself and be like, oh, we out here. I haven't set up my virtual cable since I upgraded my hard drive, so I just don't play music. I'm being lazy. I rarely get viewers too. Yo, same. I don't get viewers. What the hell? What is a viewer? It's like Jeopardy around here. A platform where you stream to 0 people. Beep. What are viewers? Hey, what are viewers? It's crazy. But here's the thing too. I've already talked about this last week. I'll talk about it again. I've lowered my output when it comes to streaming. Why? Because I just like, it's not that I don't like streaming. I like to stream. I like having all this information. So a perfect example, I just learned some shit. You know, I'm just educating myself as I do stuff. And I have this like massive ass ring light. I found this at a estate sale for like $60. This is like a newer NEEWER ring light, and it's like those massive ass ones you see like you're at a salon or at the barber shop. You see these big ass ring lights. Pick this one up for $60. Because this one's like it's at 100. It's like double. Go on Amazon right now. That size ring light, it's like $120. So I picked it up at a thrift East Lake for 60. It's massive. So this whole room and get lit the fuck up with just this one light. But obviously I don't want it blaring me in my face because it's hard to see in here when I have that massive ass light. Now one thing I've learned is that the key to lighting is diffusing. A diffuser or diffusing, whatever the hell that means. Essentially, you're adding some filter over that light source. So when you do that, you don't blare, you don't hit yourself with a flashbang. Basically, it makes things look a little bit better. But I don't have a diffuser, so what I actually learned is that you bounce things off of things. So you would bounce light off of other things in your room, so you still get what you want without it being all crazy. So a perfect example, look, let me tell y'all how important lighting is. I'm gonna show you how important lighting is right now. I have two lights hidden behind my monitors, one behind me that I really turn on. Let me tell you how important lighting is. So I notice when I turn on both the room's light and then this ring light, my Logitech camera, it changes the temperature. So it went from a cool to a warm. So that's one thing I noticed. But then when I have it set up like this, my eyes look like they're bloodshot, like I've been drinking all night. So I'm like, I don't know if I like that. So that's why I went with having the main light on and the house lights on. You can call them studio house lights, whatever you want. We can get professional with it if you want to. We can get professional, but then look what happens when you turn everything off. We turn everything off, and I'm relying just on the light from this Forbidden, because I can't access my dashboard on Kick. Things look terrible. Like, I look kind of funky. Like, you can't see the definition in my face. And then, because there's not enough light coming through in the camera, now you got frame rate drops. Everything's looking bad. That's why lighting is so important. But then the other way I had is where I had the ring light just completely on at full blast in my face, and you can see me. But because they're ring lights, you can see the ring lights in the reflection of my glasses. And then this is why I wore shades. This is why I wore these, because the thing was in my face all day. So I'm like, now what I've done is I actually flipped the light, the ring light. I flipped it 180, and it's bouncing off the curtains. Because it's such a big source, it just bounces off and everything looks a little bit better. So we turn the house light back on, but as you can see, things are a lot warmer. The tent, it looks worse. I look more like purple than brown. Like, what the hell's going on? This is why lighting is super duper important. So I turned back on the studio light, full blast, but it's bouncing off. Things look a little bit better now. And it's enough light that the camera doesn't have to work so hard to process what it's trying to show you. And so the frame rate's not terrible. It's not like, things are moving around. So that's why lighting's super important, folks. Very, very important to get your lighting right. And to be fair, like, this lighting's not perfect. This house light up here is, it's overexposed. You can, see what's happening right here. And technically, I mean, from what I've seen, you're supposed to have maybe more than one light. So, and it's supposed to be kind of slanted, not directly in front of it or behind it. It's just weird. We're just talking a bunch of nonsense and, other stuff. But yeah, it makes sense. It makes so much sense. I just learned this shit yesterday. I've been streaming for over a couple years off and on. We're about to hit our 2-year Kick anniversary in March. Which, what difference does that make? You don't get rewarded for that stuff. Unless you're somebody, and I'm a nobody. Yeah, it is fun. Exactly. That's why we do this. We do this because it's fun. We don't do this because, we're obligated to. No one's obligated to do this stuff. You don't have to do this. But you do it for fun. Excuse me, I just burped. But we do this for fun. And if you're having a fun time doing it, it doesn't matter what the numbers say. All right? Yeah, I get it. Like, you work hard. You improve your stuff. You're doing the best you can. You try to be consistent. And you just don't see anything coming back. I understand. I've been there. I've been where you are. Trust and believe it. I've been there. But you, if you continue to think about it like that, Yeah, you're gonna feel some type of way about it. And either way, whatever way you feel, it's valid. Whatever you feel is valid, and that's okay. You know, no one's gonna be upset because, oh, you're not gonna stream anymore. Yeah, that sucks, but that's the decision that you made. It's okay, totally cool. You know, if you want to come back, the people who's down, they'll be there for you. If they're not down, then you know the truth. You know the truth, and that's okay. You gotta move on. There's a whole world out there, and that's all I'm gonna say about it. It's unfortunate because, you know, you put time in, and, you know, you have an expectation set to a point where it's like, okay, well, let's see what's happening. And when it doesn't happen, yeah, it's frustrating. I get that. I understand. Yamaguchi's in the building. What's going on with you, bro? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well, my guy. Thank you so much for being here, bro. How you doing? I don't think any of my stuff is working right now. That's the after finish. You can look. I'll take a look at it, Lucy, but I'm telling you, like, I looked at my shit and didn't see anything. Like, did you just post it, or was it like a day ago? Was it a couple days ago? Because I'm not seeing Jack Dilly. I'm just saying. So you may have hit up a different handle. It's not mine. I'm like, it's certainly not me, because I ain't see it. Join at work, but we tuned in. That's what's up. Yeah, look, I don't know how long we're gonna be doing this. We're about to hit a 1 hour mark. I plan on doing for 4, but I don't know, man. I'm not sure how I'm feeling about it right now. I don't know. One of the reasons why is because I'm taking a different approach. I'm looking at my stats, not like viewer stats. I don't care about that stuff. I'm talking about like the stats for the performance of the stream. Perfect example is like, is my graphics card lagging the stream, or is my computer lagging the stream? It's not a CPU issue. That's one thing I've been able to establish. It's not a CPU issue. But I don't necessarily want to tag that so much. But my issue is that we are sitting at 94% utilized on the graphics card. I'm like, we're just uploading to one platform. So uploading to 2 is out of the question. So we already know this. And we haven't even started playing a game yet. So I would not recommend right now. I could be wrong. Oh, and there are some other settings too. That's another issue. I understand with AMD graphics cards, when it comes to streaming, you gotta like start putting like certain like commands in and certain strings in, so it's not utilizing so many different parts of the GPU when it's not needed. But that's what's happening. So I have to do more research on that and see how that affects things, because I'm telling you, like, my shit right now is at 93% utilized. We're just live streaming, we're just chatting right now. I do have some windows open, but we're talking 94% utilization from the graphics card right now, just chatting. That makes no sense. So yeah, there has to be some settings that need to be changed to get this shit fixed, because I'd like to use my graphics card to live stream a game on here. And I guess that's why when you're in a situation like that, people get a second PC. So one PC is mainly for streaming and the other one strictly for gaming. I tried that approach and it works fine. There's some issues here and there, but like, I mean, obviously you have a whole bunch of shit on your desk. You got 2 keyboards and 2 mouse and, you know, all these million monitors and shit. Like, I don't have the easiest sound system to be dealing with that. Like, it's a whole thing. But shout outs to Voicemeeter Banana, because we were talking about that earlier, because you can do that virtual cable stuff to separate your sound stuff to deal with the copyright stuff. So that's nice. But also the V band. It's like the virtual banana audio network. That's what that stands for. That shit is a game changer. Like, that allows you to where you can set up Voicemeeter Banana on both computers, and then you activate that Voice Banana or Voicemeeter Banana network to where you can take that audio from one and send it to your other computer via the network. I'm like, that's a game changer. So if you have a good network in your house, then you can send your alerts and your stuff from your streaming PC over to your gaming PC, so you can hear what's going on. You don't have to switch it all the time. Like, that's a game changer if you have it set up right. Absolute banger. Voicemeeter is very, very nice, and this shit is free. It's crazy how it's free, you know. Now, obviously, you know, they ask you to donate in at some point, you know, once we get down the road and, you know, things start coming in and stuff like that, then yeah, that's absolutely something I would consider doing, is donating to these softwares like Voicemeeter Banana, like donating to them, because they're doing that shit for free, man. They're doing that stuff out of the kindness of their hearts, as far as I can tell. I don't know if the, you know, if there's some kind of financial stuff to it, but you know, they saw a problem and you know, they wanted to fix it, or they wanted to create different solutions, and it's just free. Now, obviously, there are different versions of Voicemeeter Banana that you can purchase, and that's one way you can support them. But you can also donate to them as well, and it reminds you every once in a while, which is cool. You know, I don't mind it. And if the money comes in, hey, I wouldn't mind saying, hey, thanks for what you do. Here's a couple bucks. You know, just like we do with our streamers, we can support those folks who produce the software for us that we don't pay for, and say, hey, thank you for making this possible for your boy. Something to think about. Yo, Black and you're damn right. You're damn right. You're damn right. Black and Bald. What's up? Delicious ass donut too. Yeah. Appreciate that. What's going on? Oh, damn, you sucks. You got that damn you sucks. You know, okay, I see where you from. That's what's up. What goes it? What's going on? Happy Saturday to you. Delicious. Look, I wish I had a computer, but PS5 is still working. Yo, PS5 is great. Allows you to do what you need to do. Allows you to stream. And later on, I plan to, when I say plan, it might happen, it might not happen. But what I want to do is multi-stream using Beam, because Beam is available on the PS5. Appreciate the follow, my friend. Appreciate you. You know, I like to have fun, man. I don't take nothing like that. I'm like, look, we gonna have fun with this. I don't give a shit, bro. We gonna have a good time. That's one thing I've been learning too. You know, I don't take things too serious, man. It's not that serious. Yeah. And you know what? Eventually, and I'm talking about, look, technically, I mean, we at Kevin Durant stage right now. Kevin Durant. If you've seen Kevin Durant's hair, bro, you know what's happening. You know what's happening. We at Kevin Durant stage right now. And so you just gotta make the best of it. Donuts and coffee. This is good shit right here. Sorry, man. The goal is to just do this until like maybe 12. I don't know. I still can't reach my damn dashboard. That shit's still inaccessible to me. Cool. Appreciate that. I can still go on the page, but I cannot get into my dashboard. I don't know. I can't explain it, but it's okay. We'll give it a day. If I still am forbidden from accessing my dashboard, I'm gonna have to hit up support and be like, what's up, man? Because right now it's not preventing me from doing things. Like I can just utilize my chat to do commands. So this is when you're in a situation like this and you can't access your creator dashboard, this is where, you know, knowing how to put in commands, which the chat in Kick is nice. When you put, you know, that /, it gives you a whole slew of different commands that you can do on the fly, which is nice. Some other platforms, you got to kind of just know it like it's a fucking like school or something. Like you got to know what it is, /category, /title, you know, assign somebody something, /VOP, /OG. Like you gotta have to know that shit in the back of your head. Like you just have the key in mind, like it's a fucking language. Like, but shout outs to Kick for making it easy. / okay, cool. What you need, what you want, everything's right there for you. So yeah, I can't access my damn dashboard, but it's okay. I'm glad I got it yesterday because I had it set up yesterday. So I could put in what I need to put in. So when I'm on another platform like Beam that allows me to multi-stream without a problem, We good. Shout outs to Kick, man. Look, got 7 over there. Appreciate y'all. Pop in and out. That's what it's all about, man. Shout outs to Twitch, man. We got some viewers over there too. That's not something that happens all the time, so I'm very appreciative of that. YouTube, on the other hand, we do have some folks. Yeah, people were chatting over there. And that's why I called it Saturday Chat Around, because I don't even know if I can play a game right now. Actually, that's not true. I think we have the Elgato set up. Yeah, that shit's acting up too. So the damn Elgato's acting out too. I don't know what the hell's going on, man. That's fine. It's all good in the hood. Nothing that's super important. Nothing's ever that important to be concerned about it, to be crying about it. So completely forgot about to talk about my last freaking pickup. So ladies and gentlemen, the first place I went to, I traded my stuff in, and he had, and I don't know how much this is going for now. I don't think it's that important, but PlayStation Portal, which I just exposed what I just went and picked up. But yeah, he dropped it to 160, which is nice. Okay, cool. That's what he did. So PlayStation Portal, folks. I went down to the game store, traded in some stuff I was never going to play. One thing that I do more of recently is, as y'all know, I'm a basketball fan and I like to watch my basketball games when they come on. So I don't like to watch it here because, you know, I have a couch. I like to relax and chill in the living room. I have cool stuff that allows me to watch whatever the freak I want when I want to watch it. But man, I'm like, maybe I want to play a game in between all this shit. And so what we picked up is the PlayStation Portal. So it was 160. I traded in some stuff. Ended up paying like $70 out of my pocket after the trade-in. So I got this for like $70. I'm currently valued at 170 loose, 175 brand new. So, or yeah, 250 brand new. Is that the price right now? 250? Yeah, I spent like 70 on this. But anyways, yeah, man, I tried it out yesterday. The setup was pretty simple. It made having the PlayStation app on your phone is a godsend, bro. Like, it makes things so much easier to do. You just scan it, boom, log in, boom, you're logged in. You're logged into my PlayStation, which is hardwired to my network, and then wirelessly hooked up to my network with the Portal, boom. I was playing Astrobot with it, and it was very responsive. I was actually surprised at how responsive it was, especially with my setup, because my PlayStation is hooked up to a Switch, which is then hooked up to a router. Like, I would imagine it would cause some issue, which wasn't perfect. Towards the end, it was having some connection issues, but I was on the other side of the house. And my main network stuff is here. I have another access point in the middle, but we don't use that for anything else other than a certain thing, and we won't talk about that. But I was playing this in the other side of the house, and it was no problem. Like, everything was responsive, everything worked, and we were just playing Astrobot for like 10 minutes. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Like, we just kind of got out of like the intro stage of Astrobot. I'm like, I might play a little bit more of that. We might live stream that, but I haven't figured that out yet. The Elgato HD60X is working kind of funky right now. I think it starts tripping when your computer goes to sleep. You wake it back up. It's tripping balls right now. It's crazy. But yeah, we picked this thing up, and it works well. I was actually impressed, considering I don't have like the latest like Wi-Fi protocols, and technically this doesn't have the latest. I think it's still on Wi-Fi 6, maybe. It might actually be on Wi-Fi 5. If I was not mistaken. I have to check a review of this, but we'll eventually have to make some upgrades to our router, and so that's up to date with the Wi-Fi protocol. But it doesn't really matter if this is what it is. But apparently there's an update now where you can update this and you can just stream the PS5 games directly on the device. You don't need your PS5 for it. But big thing, you need PlayStation Plus Premium. Bullcrap. Yeah. So it's not just you need PlayStation Plus. No. You need the top tier. You need the PlayStation Plus Premium to do that shit. Get out of here. Not happening. You're not gonna catch me do that. Not catching me in the streets with PlayStation Plus Premium. You're not catching me in the streets with PlayStation Plus, period. I don't have PlayStation Plus. I have Xbox Game Pass, and that's gonna expire in March, maybe April. And I could care less. I don't play multiplayer games like that anymore. I used to, but I don't. And when I do, it's free to play stuff like Fortnite and Marvel Rivals. Those are the games I typically play. All right, so hey, good. It's a good run. I also just purchased another game that was on sale. I don't know if it's still on sale, but Yakuza Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. That was on sale for like $25-$30 yesterday. I don't know if it's still on sale, but I went and picked that jammy up. So that'll be coming in the mail. Hopefully I'll get it by the end of the week. And again, like these are games I'm like, man, I'm interested in them. I'd like to play them, but I can't pay full price for them. I can't do that. We broke out here. I can't get them day one. Not happening. How are you enjoying Marvel Rivals? Is it gonna be the main game you play? It might be. I haven't played Fortnite in some time because we've been playing Marvel Rivals. I still haven't really determined and locked in my main driver right now in terms of who I'm playing with the most of the time. But right now, Squirrel Girl, because she's the easiest one to play with to start. Based on the difficulty, she's a 1-star, so she's easiest to use. So I was like, let me ease into it. Start easy, work into the more complicated characters to see how they work. And there's so many different characters in this game. It's crazy. It's crazy. You can select whoever you want as long as no one else has selected them, but obviously you have to be strategic about it if you want to win a game. When it comes to stuff like that. I want to play the man without a name that looks like a cool Yakuza game. I want to play the man without a name. So Yamaguchi, what about you, bro? Who's your main character? Right now for me, it's Squirrel Girl. I might dabble with Venom. Who else? Ella, I'll play with her. DPS. I haven't really dabbled with anybody else. It's like a spy game, but I haven't played it. Squirrel Girl is super underrated. Yes, she is. If you know how to use her, she can help push a team, help maintain stuff, bro. Crazy what you can do with Squirrel Girl. And especially if as long as you utilize her correctly, she can do some things for you. Namor and Rocket Bane. That's what's up. Backup is Moon Knight. It's just amazing how different, like, everyone has a different character. That's their main. Not everyone's using the same character. And I do like that Marvel does not have a, they don't have like a support queue or whatever they call that, where it's like, it's restricted, where you can only pick certain classes, like a class queue. I'm so happy they don't have that yet. Marvel said they are not worried about that right now. That doesn't necessarily mean it's not going to go in there, but it is not their main focus right now, which is great. I mean, thank you. Because Overwatch suffers from that. It suffers for having that. Obviously, you have to be smart when you play any of these games, but like, when you take away the ability for people to play who they want to play, like the fact you strip that away from the start, that's tough, man. That was one thing I didn't like about Overwatch 2, is that, you know, you got put, when you go in, the only thing that was only available was support. And I just play Mora. And like, I was fine with her. I'm not like God tier with her, but I would play with Mora, and she's decent. She's cool. I'll play with Mora, but that's all I've been able to play as. Support. You want to play fucking damage? Good luck, pal. Good luck. Because like, I've never had the opportunity to really play damage. I'll play tank sometimes. And when I had tank, I would forget their names. See, it's been so long, I forget their names. It's crazy. But it is what it is. Playing Rivals now. The game is dumb. I play Cloak and Dagger and Punisher. Why do you think the game is dumb? Is it dumb fun? Is it dumb fun? Just kidding. It's not dumb fun. I know it's crazy, but it's all good. Yeah, but you can see the effect of it in games. Yeah, absolutely. There's a cause and effect. You can, if you take it this way, you take the Overwatch route, then you have the people you need, and if they are good at what they are utilizing, most times you're gonna have a good experience. You're gonna win some shit. Versus Marvel Rivals, if you go in there and everyone's fucking DPS, you're gonna have a hard time. You're gonna have a hard time. There's no good balance. No one's out there healing you when you need to be healed in certain situations. Like, it's very, very important that you go in knowing, like, you need to, like, okay, well, all these people pick this. I should probably consider a character that can actually support this team, where it gives us the best chance to win. So yeah, there's that. It's repetitive nonsense. It's one of the worst games I've played in a long time. You miss, bro. Okay, I feel. Look, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. I'm never gonna be like, okay, it is. I'm never gonna tell somebody you're wrong, you're incorrect. That's not me. That's not the type of person that I am. It is what it is, bro. It's not for you. It's not for you, and that's cool. I respect it 100%. I'm just thinking about, and yeah, to be fair, yeah, there is a lot of repetition to it. There's not that many game modes in there. I know they try to plug in some events and stuff like that, and I'm not trying to like get you to change your mind. You don't like the game, you don't like the game, that's cool. Just saying, like, I would agree, like, there's not much, but you know, it is what it is. Oh man, bro, did you hear about Sony dropping 2 live service games or something like that? I forget what the news was, but the news was that they like ceased, like, the God of War. There's like a God of War live service and some other live service game that they just said forget it. It's not, let's cut it. So I think Sony's starting to realize that, like, you know, you can't get into this unless you know it's going to be a banger. It has to be unique. It can't be like, it can be, you can get ideas from other games, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's how these games get to be what they are. But you have to approach it in a way where it's, you know, because yeah, the way that ended was rough. Very, very rough. I mean, Helldivers 2 is also repetitive, but at least there's some variety. There's no variety in Rivals. Is what it is. I haven't played Helldivers 2. I don't know why. Well, I know why, because I don't have any friends, and I don't have any friends. That's why. Just kidding. I have friends, but we just don't play Helldivers 2. Damn, that is so delayed. I'm looking at my YouTube preview. That thing, I'm just showing Def Jam Fight for New York. What the fuck? That's not right. It's fine. It for some reason, your preview in YouTube is always delayed. Always. I don't know what it is. It just runs at a slower clip for some reason. I just refreshed it. We're fine now. Yeah, Sony definitely shouldn't be making live service games. 100%. They got no business making them. Not because they can't. They can do whatever they want, but if they decide to do it, they got to know it's a banger. They got to stick to what they're used to. Played Suicide Squad this week for the first time. God damn, that game was boring, and that's why that game's not around anymore. Well, that's why that game is on its way out. That explains why. Dude, at one point they were selling that shit for like $4. That's how bad that game is. It's like, please play the game. Please come and play what you please. Like, they were trying to do everything in their power, bro. It was so rough. That game is still feeling the pain, man. I think come February, they're just not supporting it anymore. Live service genre is funky. Like, you have to, it has to be a banger, or don't even waste your time. You see what I'm saying? It has to be a banger. Because if it's not a banger, yeah, You end up like Sony blowing half a billion dollars on not only a studio but a game project that ends up in an unfortunate situation. You know, and the game wasn't even bad. You know, it's just there's way too much going on for it to be able to succeed. That was just such a travesty. Such a travesty. You have to buy the DLC characters. No. Mm-mm. Sony marketed it all wrong. Well, that's... Yeah. Basically, they never gave it they did not give it the opportunity to be successful. And the fact that it only lasted 2 weeks after launch, it's like they could have continued to try to see what they could have done, but they decided to pull the plug way easy, like way quick. Like, that's a shame. Such a shame. I never thought we'd see that during our time, you know. I know some games came out in flops. We know about E.T. on the Atari 2600. I know about, you know, the video game crash, 1986 or whatever the hell that was, you know, like, we know about that. We know about how bad those games were. And we're not saying that same thing's going to happen now, but just didn't think we would see something like this during our time, you know? During our time on this planet. It's crazy. Plus loudmouths like Asmongold and all the a-holes review bombing a game they've never played. It's crazy, right? Crazy how that works. I don't really engage with those individuals. I don't. They're just not my cup of tea. They're not my cup of tea, so I don't mess with them. I don't have a problem with them, but I don't deal with them. They don't have a problem with me. I ain't got a problem with them. I'm neutral when it comes to that shit. I think, because I keep forgetting that I actually have Monday off. Our company actually is giving us paid time off, where you can apply for it during the holiday pay period week, and we actually get the day off. That's nice. I'm like, yeah, y'all catching up with the times, but we appreciate it. So I actually have this Monday off. So if I don't get this multi-streaming thing going on Beam yet, I will definitely try it on Monday, since I don't have much going on that day. And it'll probably be around the same time, or is this early? I just want to try to kind of, what I've been trying to do is what I want to do is I've been wanting to stream for more than 2 hours. It's like maybe 3-4 hours. I've been trying to figure that out. Last week when we tried it, I ended up like taking like a 30-minute break just because I was eating amazing breakfast, bacon and pancakes. And we got the pudding in the fridge. Woo! Delicious. Love it. It's my favorite. Shout outs to my wife, man. Oh, one thing I forget. There's some things back here. Some awesome Christmas presents that my wife gave me. Monster Hunter illustration books. Monster Hunter Illustrations, Capcom, published by Udon Entertainment Productions. And this is a video game art book. You know, some dope stuff, man. Like, there's so much in here. Like, it breaks down like all the monsters. It breaks down all the armor. Ooh. It's crazy. Like, and they break it down like to a science. Like, this is what they're all about, and you know, this was constructed this way, and this is what we were thinking when we were doing this. Like, it's some really dope stuff in here. And so not only do I have this one, I have a second one, and it covers many of the games from like its inception. And let me see which one this book covers. This one covers, actually it covers many of them. It covers the armor, the monsters, the completed illustrations. It's just jam-packed. It's crazy. And like, these things are thick, dude. Things are massive. Massive ass books, bro. Love them. Monster Hunter 2 illustration. Yeah, if you look closely, you can see that massive ass ring light behind it is reflecting off of the gloss of the book, and that you would normally wouldn't see this book because the light would just blind it out. But because I have the light actually behind is shooting on the curtain and bouncing back on me, it makes things look a little bit better, you know. But definitely some cool stuff. It's awesome. It's pretty cool. I love art books. I'm getting into it, and like I've been talking about Monster Hunter recently because, you know, Monster Hunter Ronalds is on his way out, which, by the way, I hear there's another beta coming out, I believe in February, when closer to February when the game comes out. But before it, they're gonna do another open beta where people can actually connect with each other and play the monsters in there, or play against the monsters in there, just to kind of stress test it before it releases. Which I think Capcom's being real smart about this. This is one of their biggest releases of the year. Monster Hunter is a huge IP for them. And I remember, dude, I was playing Monster Hunter before Monster Hunter was cool. Before, especially out here in the States. Like, Monster Hunter was always a big deal out east. And like, I was playing this junk on the PSP. We're talking about Monster Hunter Unite. We even imported Monster Hunter Portable Third. And we were playing the shit out of that, man. Like, we were playing that like with our PSPs, with Ad Hoc together in the same room. You know, it's crazy. You know, remember you used to play with players? You used to play with your friends in the same building, in the same house, in the same room. But with PSP, it was wirelessly. It was cool, man. We had a great time. We would get together every so often, and we would, you know, get our armor by beating the crap out of these monsters, handling our business, man. And it's just turned into this massive thing. And it's good to see where it is now. And that they continue to stay true to it. Yeah, of course they had some stuff to it, you know, some DLCs here and there and all that, but like they haven't steered away from the foundation of what the game has always been about. And that is why it continues to flourish in the way that it has. You know, I remember this was like before Monster Hunter Tri on the Wii. And I think, if I remember correctly, because I was working at GameStop at the time, and we knew some folks who worked at Capcom, and they were like, "Hey, we're doing this event at Capcom. Like, you want to come over to Capcom and, you know, be a part of this?" I'm like, "Hell yeah, let's go!" So like, we would actually go to Capcom because Capcom is in San Mateo, California. That's where their headquarters is. At least the American U.S. headquarters for Capcom is located there. And because, you know, at the time I lived at the Bay, it was pretty easy to get to. And so, yeah, it was a good time. We had a great event. We all played Monster Hunter. You know, we got some cool stuff. Got like a couple albums and records and shit. So like, it was a good experience. And, you know, I miss those times. Those are times I do miss a lot. Just wanted to share that. But it's cool. You know, I'm blessed to have been given the opportunity to actually go into Capcom headquarters and actually, you know, experience that. You don't realize the things you miss when you don't have access to that stuff anymore, you know. Of course, you have the Capcom Creator Program, but, you know, we were way off guard. Like, at one point, we had 1,000 subscribers or 1,000 followers on Twitter, but that dropped because of a whole bunch of bots and shit, you know. Elon's got to handle that shit. I don't know what he's doing with it, but it seems as though it's starting to recover a little bit. One thing I've noticed is that the follow count for verified users is increasing, while the other stuff's trying to like balance itself out. That's one thing I've noticed. What time we said? We're sitting at an hour and a half since we haven't had a single issue, not a single frame drop, not a single issue problem whatsoever. So I would consider this stable. I consider this good. We may start switching over to a game. I'm a little bit nervous about it because last time I played a game while streaming, my preview looked like garbage, but everything still seemed to be okay with the actual streams. So we'll probably, you know, we'll give it a go in a few moments, but I think I'm going to take a little bit of a break before we do that. I think I might do like a 10-15 minute break. I do like the fact that I did do that last time, just because you're not sitting here the whole time just doing something for nothing, right? Like, I just farted, by the way. Sorry. Y'all didn't hear that. Y'all didn't hear that. My chair's not gonna forgive me for it though. That being said, yeah, it's probably gonna be like a 10-15 minutes, so I can just check in on the house, make sure everybody's okay and everything's good, and then we'll probably start going into Marvel versus Capcom Infinite. I want to play it vanilla, like I said last time. I want to play it completely vanilla. I've never played it before, so I want to see what it feels like and like what it plays like before getting into the mod, which I do have it downloaded. We haven't installed it yet. I want to see what it experience is like before we switch over. I want to know what it is before and after the mod was applied. Probably won't be able to do the before and after today, but I definitely want to do the before the end of the stream. That's my plan. That is definitely my goal. But yeah, we're taking a look. Yeah, we still haven't dropped a single frame, which is great. I'm looking at all the previews. Everything's looking good there. Beam still looking good. Shout outs to Beam. Kick looking good still. It's looking great over there on Kick. I like it. Is there any more? No, that's it. All the platforms are looking good. Everything's looking good and oozy. I'm glad we're having that conversation. Someone said, yep. I'm just gonna start replying back to these. Cool. You give me a yep, I give you a cool. Just gonna keep it simple and keep that thing boosting. Keep it going. I actually want to see what people have been saying. So we'll probably break that down. Let's see what time we got. We got a few minutes. So I popped in the Kick Talk, and this is for those of you who don't know, this is where Eddie and Andrew, they're having conversations and they're talking with other streamers and stuff like that. Today they talked to someone who's in the Middle East. I already forgot their name. Mina, I believe. I don't want to butcher it, but you know, I've never seen the individual before, so I'm not going to remember it. I have to see it multiple times, have to interact with you to kind of remember who you are, shit like that. So when I popped in, they were talking about hosting and rating. And then one of the things they were like, man, why is it that people, and this, I'm looking at the chat, why isn't that people don't raid or host? Why is that? Like, I can tell you why I don't host and raid. I don't host and raid because I don't have the viewers to do that. So for those of you who don't know, if you don't stream on Kick, if you stream on Kick, you have to have at least 5 or more viewers to be able to host, which is the equivalent to rating to another channel. If you don't have that, it's grayed out, you can't host. So in my case, the reason why I don't host and raid is because I don't have the viewers. I found it interesting, you know, and this is a great celebration. How they get it, I don't know. I don't really care anymore. But they did celebrate for having 50 million users on Kick. That's great. Congratulations to Kick. I'm like, man, 50 million users, and my CCV still sits at 4. So I'm like, okay, I'm at a point 2, and I posted this yesterday. You know, like the views, we are getting views. We do have people that come in. We love all that, you know, never going to complain about this stuff. But we still get to talk about it. It's like we have all this. This goes to Red now. We're talking about YouTube. We got like 15,000 views over there. And you know, I've been consistently well over 10,000 views a month or whatever. You know how much money I make on YouTube? 0. Because we're not monetized over there. We're not there because we don't have the watch time. So this is not a call to action. I'm not telling y'all to go click on my link and go watch a video or anything like that. This is not about that. I'm just saying that, man, I'm getting a lot of views. I would say for a channel my size, we're getting a reasonable amount of views over there. And yet we don't get anything for it, you know, and I'm okay with it. And I can't be mad at it anymore because it's like, it's by design. It's by design. Back in the day when I first started this shit, that would have been cool. That wouldn't have been an issue. We would have been getting a couple dollars here and there, and that would have been fine. But now they switched it from views. It's not about the click. Remember that. It's not about the click anymore. It's not about that. The first step, obviously, you got to get people to click on your shit. So you got to put in some arbitrary, dumb, like clickbaity ass title and some clickbaity ass thumbnail to get people to even click on your shit, right? And you could be talking about like, oh, I like pulling weeds at the farm, or you know, I got a pluck this gray hair, or I need to shave my armpit, some random ass dumb shit. But you have to put some clickbaity ass thumbnail and some clickbaity ass title in there just to get people to click on the shit, right? That's problem number one. The other issue is that it's all about watch time. That's what it's all about now. If you have someone, you make a 10-minute video and the viewer watches it for the 10 minutes, cool, you good. And that's only going to fuel the algorithm, be like, oh, people are watching this shit. Let's go ahead and advertise it and post it and get it on the trending and all that other stuff. Problem is, that's typically not what's going on. I mean, it depends on the content you put out there, right? If you're just sitting around not doing much, it's just kind of like this. You're not going to have very much luck in having people staying on and watching you for more than 10 minutes. This is where like kind of TikTok kind of goes in and has a short form, and you know, the YouTube shorts and all that stuff is so you can get what you need for like a few seconds, get what you want and move on to the next, right? But like that's changing a little bit. It's changing a little bit. So like obviously we know come Sunday there is a very high chance that TikTok will be banned in the States. That's rough. Now, I'll be honest with y'all for just a moment here. I'm going to be 100% transparent, and I'll be honest with you. I don't really feel bad about it. I don't. Now, I do in the sense that, you know, it's censorship at the end of the day. I'm not about that. All because of where this company is based at, because of what they do. They collect data. Everything collects data. My stream collects data. I don't know how it's collecting it, but trust and believe it's collecting it because you said yes to cookies. So Twitch or Kick or YouTube or Beam, they're all collecting shit about you, right? They all are collecting information about you, what your tendencies are, what you like to watch, what you don't like to watch. It knows this shit. All these platforms, everything does the same thing. But because TikTok is based out east, that's a problem in the streets. So it is what it is at that point. And that's the one thing both sides seem to be able to be on the same page about, which is crazy to me. That's fucking crazy. How is it that we can agree on this, but we can't agree on other stuff? It just doesn't make any sense to me. It's just, oh, but we can agree on one thing. We can't have them have the information. Like, get the fuck out of here, man, with that shit. And then these folks both agree on the shit. The dude up top signs on the dotted line, and then days before the shit is going into place, like, oh, maybe we don't want it to necessarily get back. Like, get the fuck out of here, man. You can't even be a person of your word when you signed on the dotted line. You signed that deal. You signed on the dotted line. This is going down unless the company sells to someone else other than someone out east. It don't make no sense. But what I'm getting at is that there's some things about the platform I won't miss. I won't miss the stupid ass dangerous TikTok challenges. Remember when people were eating Tide Pods for clicks? Remember when people were jumping up on subways and like ghost riding on subways and like kicking doors in for TikTok challenges for clicks? Now, to be fair, now this, you could do this on any platform, but the power of TikTok in terms of its algorithm to spreading things out and making things viral is like nothing we've ever seen before. It's like nothing we've ever seen before. And here we are. People are about to lose their livelihoods. A lot of Americans, by the way. They don't care about that. It was never about y'all. It was about who has the information. Just remember that. And remember, both sides agreed. So it doesn't matter where you stand. They don't care about you. It's facts. Come on now. I'm going to get into it. Just gonna keep it real. That's it. I was playing Infinite this week. It's fun, which Infinite and Beyond was on consoles. Yeah. See, I don't even have it on console. I went and picked it up when it was on sale on Steam for like a couple bucks. And then obviously, you know, the mods are free, so we ain't got to worry about that. Love PC gaming for that shit, man. And I know, look, PC gaming is expensive. It's 100%. We're not going to deny that. PC gaming is very expensive to get into. Obviously you can get in, you know, a couple of $100, but your experience, you're gonna be like, damn, I bought this $300-400 computer and my games play like shit. I hate PC games. No, come on now, you got some, you got in, you know, on the cheap, which is fine. You can do that because depending on how you get in, you can potentially upgrade the stuff so you can get to where you need to be down the road. But until that happens, people are like, well, I spent $300, $400, $500, $600 and I can't understand why I can't get 60 frames. It's like, you don't have the right sauce, boss. You don't have it. But I get it. I understand. 100. I get it. I understand where you come from. People want to get in, and that's okay. It's nothing wrong with wanting to get in. You just got to get in, and if you are smart enough about it, like if you know what to get, you know where you can go to get it without getting scammed and getting screwed from whatever hardware you buy, you can have a really decent experience for like $500, $600, $700. But you just have to be smart about where you get the stuff from. Let's see. We don't have good attention spans. No, we don't. That's why you see, like in the long form videos, people who do sometimes what they do is they will put like little sections on the screen. They'll just dedicate it to like a game where like it has those like rail games or whatever, and like something that this kind of just keeps going in the background. So your attention span is focused on that instead of the video itself, which that's crazy in itself. But hey, TikTok's figured it out. But unfortunately, their time is running out. Tomorrow, actually, shit. Tomorrow's Sunday. Do we have our eulogies written out for TikTok yet? Do we have our like moment of silence ready for when this time happens? Because this shit, it's a done deal. Like the Supreme Court's like, this shit's going down. Like regardless on like how you feel, this shit got signed on the dotted line. That shit is done. And they uphold this stuff. This is a day ago. It's uphold. They have no intentions to delaying it. It's a done dizzle for shizzle. I don't know what's happening on TikTok right now, this moment. Are they having like fucking live streams talking about, oh, kumbaya, I'm sorry, it's gonna go. Like, then lawyers talking about, oh, if you use a VPN to use TikTok, it's gonna, we're coming after you. It's like, bro, good luck. And if they can do that, while you're using a VPN, that means your VPN is trash. That means they're giving out the information. Because that's the whole point of a VPN is to, you know, not provide that information. That's what a VPN's for. But they're like, you use a VPN, we're going to get you. Like, how do you know? How do you know? Unless you're snooping on someone's phone physically. You're using TikTok? How? Get him. Get him. Like, no. Yep. Let's see. They're taking our free speech. Meta collects way more data than TikTok. The only difference is that a YouTube dude owns it. Yep. Here's what it is. Is what it is, kids. There's some conversation coming in about that, actually. Let me see what's happening right now, actually. I have put out a post talking about what they were saying about in the Kick chat, in Kick Talk today. And one of them was about hosting. And we already kind of talked about it. The reason why I don't is because I don't have the viewers. I don't have 5 viewers to be able to host anybody. So what am I supposed to do? I did host last week because I was fortunate enough to have the viewers. So thank you for sticking around and vibing and lurking and all those things. That's greatly appreciated. But that's not the case all the time. It just isn't the case all the time. And so that being said, I put that in the chat too. He was like, why aren't people hosting? I'm like, well, I don't ever have the viewers to host, motherfucker. Give me some fucking viewers. But again, it's not the platform's job to get you viewers. It's all my job, apparently. So it is what it is. It's fine. That's life. With that being said, though, I wasn't hearing it because none of it makes sense. And they were talking about, oh, it's a respect thing. What respect are you talking about? It's like, and dude was talking about how, oh, like he'll go find some random person with less than 5 viewers, which, you know, that's great. God bless you. You know, we appreciate that. Folks are going to go and support their own. And, you know, you can do that if you want to. That's fine. I don't care about that. Like, do whatever you want to do. And I just ask the questions, like, if you have the ability to host and you don't, why? Love to know why. Let me see if I can find that conversation. Let me see if I can find it. I actually don't think anybody responded to it. Let me go to my profile. Let me see. So here's one. Here's one. It says, as of now, raids and front page don't help your metrics. They'll look like you've hit your metrics, but on the back end, they don't count views from raids and front page. Hosting can give false hope to some or just ruin their metrics in general. It'll be different when Kick allows those views to go towards the metrics. So that is very interesting right there, that someone says the reason why they don't host a raid because it hurts that view, that streamer's ability to get verified. That's me paraphrasing and translating to, it hurts the actual broadcaster. Now I'm looking at this, I'm thinking about it, I'm like, even though that might be the case currently, and I know they've been talking about this, I think his name is Andrew Santa Maria. Is Andrew his name? I don't want to like butcher it, and I don't want to be, because he follows me, so I don't want to you know, accidentally say the wrong name and shit. But like Santa Maria and Eddie were saying that, you know, they realized that, you know, the competition, first and foremost, the competition allows host and raids to count towards your ability to get verified or partnered on said platform. We're streaming on it. It's called Twitch. Twitch allows that shit. Shout outs to Twitch. But on Kick, it doesn't count. So if you get put on the front page, or if you get hosted and rated by a massive streamer, those do not count towards your ability to get verified. Now the problem with it is because although it doesn't count on the back end, as this individual said, you still see it in your metrics page. You'll still see it on the path of verification. Oh, I hit this number. Let me go and get ahead and apply for that. Someone also asked this question yesterday, and they weren't sure. They was like, oh, has this been a thing yet? And some people were like, oh yeah, it should be fine. No. If you don't see it on the page, if you don't see it anywhere in their documentation, or you don't hear it from the horse's mouth, you don't hear from Eddie, you don't hear from Andrew, you don't hear from Paulie, it's not a thing yet. So yeah, if you get hosted, if you get put on the front page, none of that shit counts towards your path to verification. That's unfortunate, because again, your numbers are going to show those results from when those things happen. You're going to see that those things are supposedly counting, but people don't know that. As far as I know, there is documentation that says hosts and raids don't count. I believe there's documentation that says front page does not count. Pretty sure it does say that on their page. I haven't seen anything that says anything otherwise. So there's a little bit of misinformation out there right now. So yeah, that's unfortunate. And again, Eddie and Andrew have been talking about the potential possibility that that policy can change, mainly because other platforms do it just fine without a problem. They allow it. Why can't Kick do that? But going back to this comment, they said they don't host and raid because it could potentially hurt the broadcaster. First off, if you hosted me, I would 100% be appreciated. I don't care if it hurts my channel. I don't care if it hurts my ability to get verified. I don't care if it messes with that, because at the end of the day, that is an opportunity for you to present yourself, to advertise yourself, give people a reason to follow you, give people a reason to come back and watch you on your next stream. Because even though it's not going to count during that stream when you hosted them or got put on the front page, it's going to count the next time when you go live. So why wouldn't you, you know, shout somebody out or show, hey, let's go ahead and show some love to this individual. They're on the way, and I know it's not going to count for them when we hit them with this raid, but if you could, you know, head over there, give them a chance, hit that follow button, and give them a watch outside of this the next time they go live, that can help them out on the next one. So that, unfortunately, as much as I appreciate the comment, doesn't make sense to me why that's not a logical reason for me to not host raid somebody. That's just my opinion. I'm not shooting shots at anybody. I'm just saying I don't see that as a logical reason not to host somebody just because it could hurt somebody. Like, it personally wouldn't hurt me. I literally am streaming to how many people right now? 5. So if you hosted me with 5 or 10 or 15, what difference is that going to make? It's not going to make much of a difference at all. So that doesn't matter. I would rather you host me and give me the opportunity to, you know, hopefully, you know, get more people to build this community up, to, you know, get more followers, to have that potential to meet somebody awesome, just as awesome as people who have already been there, and learn from there and continue to grow. I don't understand why that would be an issue, but apparently it is for some people. It is what it is. Just is. Planet is in the building. What's going on with you, Planet? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well on this Saturday. What's going on with you? I'm sad about TikTok, but you got Red Note now. So here's the other thing about that, Graham. That's also based out east. So just because it's so funny, I find it so funny that, you know, that's what's happening right now. If y'all don't know what's happening, because TikTok is potentially gone tomorrow, people have switched over to Red Note, which is also, if I'm correct, Red Note is also owned by ByteDance. So guess what's gonna happen? US is gonna go after fucking Red Note. It's just a fucking whack-a-mole situation. It's the Streisand effect. That's literally what's happening. You restrict someone's ability to do what they want to do on their free will. They're not being fucking like mesmerized or hypnotized to use TikTok. They're doing that out of their own power. They know what's going on. Most people know what they're giving up. Anything that's free, you are the product. Like, it doesn't matter what you're using. It doesn't matter. And the consumer does what they want to do. I thought this was a free country. You can do whatever you wanted to do. And the government shouldn't be telling you what you can't be doing. They shouldn't be like, oh, you can't use TikTok because it gives information to this place over here. It's like, so what's the difference? There is no difference from me giving my information out east to me giving out my info down the street. I have Facebook, you have Meta's down here, Amazon's down here, fucking there's a whole bunch of folks that are down here, and my info is out willy-nilly to them. What difference does it make? Oh, because it's out east. We don't want them to have our information. It's a security risk. It's fucking TikTok. Just watching videos, guys. And guess what? The Streisand effect is taking place right now. Red Note. People going to Red Note. They're using an app that is not even natively supported in America. There is a gap. I've not used it. I've not downloaded it. I haven't seen it myself. But I understand people are starting to learn how to speak Mandarin out there. Like, they've created the massive Streisand effect. And this is going to be whack-a-mole. TikTok goes, and then Red Note goes. It's going to find another alternative. They're going to keep whacking them all. It's just, you're not stopping this train. It's not happening. Look, I don't use TikTok, but I know how this shit works. You can't take something away from somebody and act like they're not going to go and get an alternative done. Oh my goodness. Planet, I'm doing well. Thank you so much. How are you doing? Welcome in. Boss, what's going on? Bossa, what's happening? Bossa Bish in the building. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Well, I know you know Rivals is owned by a Chinese company. They need to shut that down too. Exactly. You know, like everybody's playing that. And that is Chinese. Don't tell the government that. They'll go and ban that from us too. No problem. El Cholesterol's in the building. What's good with you, bro? Welcome to the stream. Happy Saturday to you, my guy. How you doing, man? I'm telling all my congressmen. You funny. What's good? I'm cool, man. Chilling. Having a good time. Hanging out on all platforms. We're on Beam. We're on Twitch. We're on Kick. We're on YouTube. We're just having a good conversation. We're just talking about some stuff. We were just talking about the Kick Talk that just took place with Eddie and Andrew. And one of the things they discussed was hosting and rating. And they were talking about how the culture of hosting and rating here in the States is not as good as it should be. They had asked, Andrew had asked, why aren't people hosting and rating? So I asked the question on Twitter. But I posted in the chat, like, I don't host and rate because I don't have the viewers. I have 4 viewers. I can't host with 4 viewers. If you can release that restriction, I would host. but because it's 5 or more, I can't host. I can't do that with 4 viewers. I appreciate the 4 viewers. Don't get it twisted. I'm just saying I can't host with 4 viewers. You don't let me do that. That's why I can't host. Because I'm too small for y'all. That's okay. Just understand that. There's no why I can't host. And obviously, you know, he's looking at the chat. He doesn't acknowledge it. He's like, well, that's a you problem. Well, it probably is a me problem. That's cool. I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it. Okay, I see you. I see you too. Let's go. Let's go. Yo. Let me see. What's up? What's up? I see you see me. I see you see me. I see you. It's all good. I got you. Perfect. Got you tabbed. That's what we do around here. We gotta help we gotta help each other out, man. Gotta do that. Of course, here. Let me do this. Shout out. I got so many people in the chat. It's crazy. Show some love to the boss, folks. Do it. I see that portal there. The back, yeah, yo. Yeah. So we picked this up yesterday, and we picked it up at Fallout Games, the local store in my hood, and picked it up for like $70. Had some store credit, traded some stuff in, and picked this up. I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna get it. I traded in some games I wasn't gonna play. I'm like, you know what? Let me go ahead and pick this up. And I started playing this yesterday. We were playing Astrobot with it, and I'm like, oh, it's cool. It works well. I'm shocked because the way my shit is set up, it shouldn't be working at all, but it does. And I'm like, okay, cool. I like that. I'm surprised by it. I'm actually was kind of surprised. I was kind of dunking on it at first when it first came out, just because, you know, you need to have a PS5 in order for you to even have this. Like, there's no point if you don't have a PS5. It won't work either way. Obviously, you can do the PlayStation. You can stream PS5 games if you have PlayStation 5 Plus Premium. But again, you need Premium for that shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? How are you enjoying it? It was cool. I messed around with it for a few minutes yesterday. I did have a few, like I had an issue connecting, but I figured it out. It was pretty easy with the app, with the PlayStation app on your phone. Makes it super easy to log into your devices. And once you get that set up, I was connected to my PS5. I was playing Astrobot for like 10 minutes. I was watching SmackDown last night, and it's like I can't multitask that hard. I have to watch and stay focused on watching this. Which there's reports that SmackDown's gonna go back down to 2 hours come like May or June. Because I guess the 3 hours ain't working for them. I don't know why it's not working for them. I would admit that, you know, I was kind of like, damn, SmackDown going 3 hours. This overkill. Raw's already 3 hours. Which, by the way, another report is that Triple H might be trying to get it down to 2.5 hours. Now he's on Netflix. He's not obligated to have to do a 3 hour show every single week. The first show on Netflix was 3 hours long, but then the next week was 2.5 hours. And I was shocked by this shit. I'm like, wait a minute, it's already over? This went down. It's 2.5 hours in. I'm like, okay, I'm okay with 2.5 hours. Thank you for not keeping me in my house for 3 hours. Oh, man. AEW shows are 5 hours. Are you talking about the pay-per-views or are you talking about the regular shows? Like, the regular shows are 2 hours. You know, you have Dynamite and you have that other show, Collision, which I haven't watched yet. I need to watch that. But I'm so juiced. If they get SmackDown back down to 2 hours, if they can get Raw to keep it at 2.5 hours, we good. We so good because I cannot, like, it's hard. And plus with the basketball games I'm keeping track of, it's just so difficult to have to like keep track of everything. It's just so hard. TikTok to go dark on Sunday for its 100. Yep, it's a done deal, man. That sucks. I feel bad for those who make a living on TikTok. I do. I feel bad for those who've made a living, but I kind of don't feel bad because of the shit he challenges that just causes turmoil and fucking chaos in the streets. People out here eating Tide Pods and shit. People stomping on top of subways and kicking doors in like, here's a TikTok challenge. Like, freak your TikTok challenge, man. That's the kind of shit where like I don't feel bad that it's going away, but it still affects people. It affects multiple businesses, people who have made something out of nothing on TikTok. You know, those are people I feel bad for. I do. I feel bad for those folks. I do. And I hope they bounce back. I hope they're able to take their TikTok community onto another platform, and hopefully that same community is there to support them. You know, I just don't give it. I couldn't care less for the TikTok challenges. That shit can go away. I don't miss that shit at all. I'm sorry. Like, I don't know how y'all feel about that, but I miss me with the TikTok challenges, man. Enough of that shit. Remember, there was a TikTok challenge where people were like breaking into Kia Souls because of some dumbass USB exploit dumb shit that was going on, where you could start these cars up with a funky ass USB stick and then you can just take someone's car. But it was a fucking TikTok challenge. So people's Kia Souls is just out here getting stolen in the street for the fucking click. You see what I'm saying? Like, come on. Crazy. Diamond Hammer still in the building. Appreciate the love, my friend. Thank you so much for popping up. I appreciate you always. Always appreciate that all the time. I gotta fix that stuff. I have basic sounds. This is a different computer. I'm too lazy to transfer all this stuff over. Plus, I'm also using a different Stream Deck. I'm not using the same one that I'm normally using. So yeah, it's all good. We're not going to meta platforms, that's for sure. I deleted all my meta shit. Fucks up. Kia should have had better security in their vehicles. Shouldn't be able to steal a car with a flash drive. That's fair, completely fair. That's 100% fair. But see, here's mine. So like, I have one. I have a Kia Soul, but it's a manual. So you know, ain't nobody going in there. I don't know how to use a stick. No one knows how to use a manual transmission in 2025. Just kidding. I know there's plenty of people who know how to use a manual transmission vehicle, but that's like one of the ultimate security features. It's a manual. Oh shit, I can't break into this. I don't even know how to start the damn thing. Well, like the clutch and the shifter and this. You ain't taking that. You don't know how to drive one of those things. I have a Kia Spectra, not a manual. I have a Kia Soul. It is a manual, and I love it. It's so fun to drive, man. I love this crazy that, you know, that vehicle can do so much, which is strange because it's not necessarily an SUV, but it's also not like a hatchback. It's a hybrid of the two. It's just a box, but there's so much space you can do with it. It's crazy. We were able to get a couch in that mug. Now, to be fair, it was already broken up in pieces and we had to put it together. Shout out to IKEA. But it had those two massive boxes that these parts came in, and the boxes themselves wouldn't fit in the Kia. And so we just opened the boxes, we put all the parts in the Kia, and everything fit. I'm like, any other car, it wouldn't happen. It wouldn't be possible with a regular ass sedan. Wasn't gonna happen. But the Kia made it work out. That thing has gotten us through all kinds of weird shit. It isn't like, it's definitely not a Ford Focus. It can get some things moved around. Shout outs to the damn Kia Soul, man. El Carreso says, you have a Kia Seltos? I don't think do we sell that in the States? I know there's certain like models that we just don't carry in the States. Oh, appreciate the shout out. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Boss, I appreciate that. Thank you. Yo, what we doing? See, look, 2. I can't host with 2 viewers. I can't do it. And again, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying. On Twitch, I can. Assuming that broadcaster doesn't have a set number, because the broadcaster has that choice. A platform doesn't lock it down. So, you know, we give them that. We give them credit. What credit is due. I can't believe we have more viewers on Twitch than any other platform. That's wilding out to me. That's why I'm like, I have to give it a chance again. I have to get back on the purple to see what's good. Let me get my 10 cents in that revenue. Let's freaking go, baby. Let's get it. Give me my 10 cents. Neat Bear's in the building. What's good with you, Neat Bear? Why didn't I hear that? I should have heard some kind of notification. I didn't hear it. Oh, probably because it's so low. This is new stuff I hadn't heard before, so I'm just giving it a listen. And once I start hearing things I'm familiar with, then I'll shuffle it. We've been at it for 2 hours now. Damn, time's just moving. I'm just flying around here, man. I think I might go ahead and take that risk and go start streaming the Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. But before I do that, I have to first take a quick break. This is going to be like a 10-15 minute break. Now, I haven't decided what I was going to do for those situations when I do take long breaks, but it's what it is. Damn it. I like to, I'm saying I'm going to do something and then I get sidetracked again. I am so sorry. Terribly sorry. So I have asked another question because I believe Andrew, that's his name, Santa Maria. He also said that, oh, KCIP streamers, maybe there should be an idea where we could bump their KCIP earnings if they host and raid. So you give them an incentive, give them a reason to actually host and raid people. And he's just like, I'm not sure why people are so afraid to do it. Like, which I do also find disingenuous. You know why people don't do it. There's only like a couple reasons why people don't. One, if you don't have enough viewers, you can't host anybody anyways. Two, if you got people that come into your stream and they're hating on you, you end up having to block and ban them. Me personally, I don't host a raid if that happens. If someone comes into my stream, starts going crazy and starts saying some weird racist dumb shit, then not only do I ban and block them because I don't care about them, but then I don't host, because what happens, and this has happened to me, I hosted another viewer after I was done doing what I was doing. I'm like, let's show some love to somebody else. I host them, and that person that I banned followed me over to that other viewer's stream and then started hating on me in that person's stream, still getting hella racist and saying all kinds of dumb shit. I'm like, oh, my feelings are hurt. Oh my God, you hurt my feelings. I can't believe you do this to me. Like, come on now, like, stop. Come on now. But the problem is, now the problem that I was dealing with, which I dealt with and was done with, then became that streamer's problem. And that's not something I want to do. I never want to send my problems to another streamer's stream. Never want to do that. So that's a policy in the back of my mind. If I ever get hated on and I have to deal with shit, then I don't host and raid, because I don't want it to become a problem for somebody else. That's why I don't host and raid in those scenarios. But those scenarios are very, very rare nowadays. That hasn't happened in a while. I don't want to knock on wood. Anyways, third reason, which we received a comment on, was that they think that it hurts the streamer. When you host and raid somebody, it doesn't count towards their verification. And in some ways it could hurt them. I'm like, how does it hurt them? And they were like, well, it could give them the wrong impression that they have the numbers, so when they apply and then they get denied, it hurts them, which is fair. I know what that means. It happened to me. It happened to me back in August of 2023. All of my shit, like, I'm doing what I do, but a lot of it was thanks to hosts and raids, thanks to the communities we were a part of. And unfortunately, we got denied. We never got told why. They don't tell you why, which I think is silly. That you should be able to be told why so you can fix the problem. So when you apply next time, it's not this cat and mouse back and forth conversation, especially with generic as responses. Like, come on now. Let's put some personality into it. We appreciate you putting in the hustle. We understand you've been working hard and all this stuff. Unfortunately, you didn't make it because of this. We recommend you try it this way. Can you imagine how many more people would get verified if they just understood why they got denied? Because obviously, look, there's going to be folks that's going to try and do things to, get ahead of it. Maybe they're like, oh, I didn't have enough viewers this day, I'm on a view bot. Well, if you say you can tell when someone view bots, then you can say, hey, on this day, you did this. It's clear that this was a situation. Now, whether you did it or someone else did it, whatever the case is, that's what it is. And that is why. Or on this day, you did copyright music or whatever. Like, you have to tell people why. If someone is trying to get verified and you deny them 15, 20, 25 times, you got people out here right now who are so depressed that they're out here in the freezing cold talking about they're going to do some weird stuff for the sake of getting verified. Like, at that point, you just got to stop, man, because that's just not healthy for you. That's not healthy for your community. at the end of the day, it's like, I would say, in my opinion, and, you know, I'm not always correct. It's just my opinion. I think we're at the point where the platform just does not want to verify said streamer. They don't want to give KIP said streamer, either because, you know, they probably just don't like them. And I'm just keeping it real. Like, they probably just don't like them. They don't like that individual to a point where it doesn't matter if you have the numbers. It doesn't matter if you did it the right way. It doesn't matter if you've been doing this since the very beginning. If they don't like you, they're not going to verify you. And I'm not just talking about Kick. That's just all platforms. If they don't want to mess around with you, they're not going to mess around with you. And as much as I understand, that sucks. That is terrible. Like, I don't agree with that 100%. I don't agree with that. But these are private entities. These are private businesses. You know, if they said, oh, no, we can't verify you because of your, you know, whatever, your ethnicity, your race, whatever, you know, that's a problem. And that's something that can get reported. You can sue, all this shit, because you can't do certain things based on color, race, and all that stuff. But when it's the other stuff, you can tell them why, so they can fix it. And if they do nefarious things to get there, you can catch it and still deny them and tell them what's up. Then if they do it right and the numbers aren't there, then you can say, hey, you're not showing us that you can maintain 75 CCV. But there's another problem with that. As y'all know, very, very much. And I'm keeping it real. I keep it a buck, man. I don't care. Like, y'all see what's happening. You see what's happening. You see channels who get verified who haven't streamed a day on the platform. And what's weird is that you can check their status on other platforms and the numbers aren't on those platforms either. So why is it that someone can just come onto the platform and get verified on the spot without even streaming on the platform? How is that fair? Especially when you have people who have been streaming on here where the numbers speak for themselves. There's no indication of viewbotting whatsoever. But because they got hit with hosts and raids and all these things, they don't get verified. But we can verify someone who hasn't streamed on the platform at all. And when they do stream, you're going to be surprised what the numbers they bring. And it's not going to be good. But you verified them already. You say you're going to clean house. Well, you didn't check all corners because things are still happening. So what's going on? They say one thing, but then take action differently. And again, that's just not just Kick. That's not just Twitch. That's not just YouTube. That's many platforms. And so that's why I just don't care. I don't care if I have 1 viewer, 10 viewers, 1,000 viewers, 10,000 viewers, -6 viewers. I don't care. None of that shit matters at the end of the day. When you get that check mark, guess what benefits you get? You want to know what benefits you get when you get verified on the platform? Your VODs will last longer than 7 days. I think they last for 30 days. And I believe the quality of those VODs they stay on there for longer. That's all I can tell you. That's it. That's your one ability. Okay, you get a check mark, and your VODs stay on your platform, on your channel for longer. Wow. Like, okay, here's another thing. Obviously, you would then be eligible for KCIP. That's the other benefit. Oh, here's another benefit. Weekly payouts. Instead of the one monthly payout, you get weekly payouts. I don't care about the weekly payouts. I'd rather get the monthly one. I'm cool with the monthly. Some people can't even like budget day to day. You want to pay them weekly? Good luck. That shit comes in, is gone the next day. Good luck. There's some people, and I get it, some people are in a situation where they got to spend it. As it comes in, it's got to go somewhere. That's fair. But there's a lot of folks like me. I'm in a position where I'll be okay for a few months if something goes down. I'll be all right. My world doesn't end. You know, but that is not the same case for everybody. They get put in a situation, their whole world is upside down. If they don't get a week, like a paycheck, it's over. It's crazy. Let's see. I remember that dude last time. What dude? Yeah, I remember deal that. Yeah, I wouldn't deal with that BS either. Yep. Cool with it. Cool with that. Hydrate. Oh damn. God damn, that was 2 hours ago. God damn, I'm sorry, Greg. Hydrate. Appreciate that. There's no benefit getting verified at Kick or Twitch. I feel you on that. I think when it comes to Twitch though, at least like if you're getting verified on Twitch, like you have the viewership and the viewership's gonna like turn into that ad revenue, so at least you're getting something that's coming in. You know, you got the subs coming in and all that stuff. Like I don't know what all the requirements entail, but like you see what I'm saying? Wait, I'm on the VEPN? No, we're not. We're off. That's why I can see the chat. Got it. At least when it comes to Twitch, when you're going towards partnership, like you have the viewers who are watching you, they support you, and you unfortunately you can't do anything with the ads. Like you can't turn them off completely. The only thing you can control is how conservative or how aggressive you want ads to be on Twitch. By the way, you're getting, you know, the little pennies that you get from those people hanging out, which, you know, again, that's not the main goal of streaming. Like, I stream because I like the pennies I get from ad revenue. That's not the case. No one's ever said that in my life. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, the big dogs and the dogettes, like the Pokemans and the Kaisenauts, like they are making money on ads. Facts. They are making bank on ads just because they have so many. They have tens of thousands of people watching them. That's where ads make sense. But for the small dudes, you're making a percentage of a piece of a percentage of a cent. You see what I'm saying? You're not getting anything for that. So that means nothing. So it's like you might as well turn it off, but we don't have that option. That's not something you can do. Trago Labs in the building. What's good with you, bro? Welcome to the stream. Happy Saturday to you. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. You guys are getting subs? What the hell are subs? I don't know what a sub is. What the fuck is a sub? What the hell is that? What the hell? We should be having fun. It's all good, man. Yeah, we're just having conversations about stuff. We were talking about benefits of helping people out if you raid. So like there was the Kick talk earlier today, and Andrew, I think that's Santa Maria, is his name Andrew? Can someone please confirm to me what his name is? Like Santa Maria, what the hell is it? Andrew, is it? I hope it is. I hope I haven't been messing up his name this entire time. But he was saying like maybe, and this is just an idea, so you know this is not something that's official, it's probably ever going to be a thing, but he was like maybe we should give some incentive to KCIP streamers who host and raid streamers, because apparently broadcasters are scared to host and raid other fucking streamers on Kick for some reason. And I've already explained why I don't or can't. When I do, and the opportunity is there and everything, the stars are aligned, yes, I do hold and race. Host and raid. Host and race, what the fuck? We're not playing a driving game, but you see what I'm saying? People are like, oh, it hurts. Like, how does it hurt the streamer? It doesn't hurt that you're sending viewers my way. It would never hurt me. It might hurt in terms of verification, but in that case, fuck it. I don't care. I'd rather you host and raid so that we can meet new people. And then when the next stream happens, cool. Then they're there. They didn't get there because you hosted them. They're there because you're available, you're live. And they're like, oh shit, JD's online. Let's see what's up. You see what I'm saying? That makes more sense to me. That is a long-term, that's a long-term thing for me. I'm in this for a long haul. I'm not here for the short-term shit and get verified and call it done. Like, no. I think so. Basically, I would think Kick sees like host and raids and front page. That's all short-term solution stuff. So like if you get put on the front page or you get the host and raids, yeah, everything looks good, but that's a short-term thing. And they don't like short-term solutions to be the reason why someone gets verified. I get that. I understand that. Because guess what happens? Like if those folks don't come back, you get verified and you still streaming to 4 or 5, 6 viewers. That's not a win for neither you or the platform. That is just that there's no sense. There's no return on that. When they do that, they're essentially investing in you. So that is my question, is why are some streamers who haven't streamed on the platform or have really low numbers, how do they get verified, and why did you invest in those individuals? Because that's my understanding. It's like there has to be some kind of investment on both ends. This doesn't make any sense. So when people who put the work in and get denied versus folks who haven't done anything and get verified, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy stuff. And they're like, oh, we understand. Well, do something, bro. People are starting to get fed up. They starting to multi-stream now because they can't rely on one platform. It's been like that for a while now. Yo, Rick Bricks in the building. Good to see you, my friend. What are you doing? How are you doing? Hope everything is well. I'm loving Marvel Rivals. Yo, what's good, Bricks? It's good to see you, bro. Level 20. Damn, you're level 20? I don't even remember what level I'm at. And I got you. I'm sorry, man. I got to switch the thumbnail. The thumbnail is not accurate. We're just chatting around. The title is Saturday Chat Around. That was the last thumbnail that was available, so that's probably what popped up. But yo, who's your main character, Bricks? Who you like playing as? Right now, I am a Squirrel Girl main right now, currently. This is start off and then get better. That was it. 31. That was 2 minutes. Okay, so I'm sorry. I apologize for the delay. Hope everything's okay. Man, gotta do better. I have to do better in catching those. You're all day. Venom now, because that's an amazing Christmas skin. Oh, nice. Venom's a good one. Like, he can move around pretty easy. He does have the ability to kind of like restore his health if he's in trouble. You know, he has a great way of slowing people down. I mean, man, he is a tank too, so that's pretty cool. Like, he does have some great benefits. He does. So I do like Venom for that sense right there. So let me see what else people were saying about this stuff. Let me go back. This one's starting to get some traction. Well, actually, quite a bit. There's some comments in here. So I asked them. Sam Maria suggested an idea to reward or bump KCFP streamers who raid and host other streamers. Is that a good idea? What do you think? And then people have some things to say about this. People have some things to say about this. So we'll take a look at that in a little bit. I got it. All good. Hey, I appreciate it, man. I'm sorry for the thumbnail. That's something I do need to work on. I need to create just like a general thumbnail for when I go live on there, especially when I'm just chatting. I do plan on playing Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite Vanilla. So we'll see how it goes. And I keep saying that, and we're 2 hours in. So I just like I like chatting a little bit more. It's just I'm not pressured into performing at a high level when I'm playing video games, and it's like to chill and relax and talk about a whole bunch of random stuff. I need to check in to make sure everything's okay. What? Which one? Hold on. We might be getting Infinite Wealth today. Let me double check that. Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth. I ordered it yesterday with expectation that it was getting shipped next week. That thing's out for delivery, my guy. Oh, shit. That thing's shipped. This thing's already in my hood. It's out for delivery. Holy hell. I might be playing Infinite Wealth today. Oh, shit. Excited. I just can't hide it. All right. So here, let me just go ahead and show you what I'm saying, man. Let's just go ahead and show you what I'm saying. All right, so the question is, Santa Maria suggested an idea to reward KCFP streamers who raid and host. Is that a good idea? What do you think? And yeah, we're getting some responses. I'm actually pretty surprised by that. That'll literally just be a way for them to get paid extra for raiding off their friends or favorite people. So it doesn't help anyone but themselves and their circle. Interesting. That is interesting. Someone said, yep. I said, cool. That was an easy one. Professor Stalk, awesome streamer, by the way. Make sure you check her out. She tends to play Baldur's Gate 3 and some other stuff, but she's a good streamer, so check her out. I know some amazing peeps who have KCFP who raid to those without verification or KCFP, such as these individuals who they've included, to name just a couple peeps who support the smaller streamers. So this could have a positive impact. I'll respond to these later. Samurai says it depends. It can be positive or negative, so it can go either way. One of these, you know. Let's see. That's a terrible idea to bump them. Why do you think it's a bad idea? So, you know, I'll ask these questions. I don't think it's a good idea. These raids will then be going to their friends who are also KCFP, and then they will boost off of that. It's a vicious cycle that won't help who really needs it. Interesting. That's a very interesting way of saying it. It hurts my soul to see some people just end stream and not raid out. That right there, I feel you on that one 100%. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and say 100%. I keep it simple. We might reply again. Just keep that one simple right there. Let's see. If you raid small streamers, then yes, just continue to prop up KCIP streamers who already had to have a large following and continue get to where they are. No. So I'm read that again because I'm kind of missing that right there. If you raid small streamers, then yes, just continue to prop up KCIP streamers who already had a large following and continue get where they are. No. Okay, so in that case, I would agree. KCIP was to help smaller streamers achieve the dream of full-time streaming. However, the requirements are higher, let's see, than making partner. KCIP streamers are great, take nothing from them, but if I am doing all I can to gather a community, putting in work, time, energy, and still fall to the bottom of the directory to never get a chance to be seen, where is that helping small streamers achieve streaming? Where is that helping smaller streamers achieve streamers? I made affiliate but never get more than 5 to 10 people watching. I stream nearly every day for at least 2 hours or more. If they reward them for rating small streamers, I'm all for it. Outside of that, don't care. That's fair. So I'm gonna respond to all of these folks later. I think bigger/medium streamers should bump the smaller streamers to help them grow, because at the end of the day, that's what you want to do, right? That's my understanding. Why would you not want to rise up those who are less fortunate or don't have as many viewers as you do? Why wouldn't you do that? That's a great question, I think, because if your goal is to help grow the platform as a whole, you have to help those who are streaming at 1 to 5, right? You have to like give them a bone of something, right? That's the idea. But a lot of the folks up top, their philosophy is go get people from other platforms and bring them to Kick, because they obviously their goal is to get as many new users on their platform as possible. So they're incentivizing the viewer or the broadcaster to go do the work for them, essentially, to get more viewers to the platform. But it's like, damn. Damn. And then you know what's happening with TikTok, where that was one of the platforms where you would do that, because the algorithm is something as big as it's never been before. Yeah, you know, people are chatting it up. Let me see what's going on. I don't want to miss this stuff. I don't know, man. I honestly don't care about what other people do. I might be the only one. I want to grow on my own. Don't want to depend on anybody, but it's just me. That's completely fair. And I'm on that. I'm on that same boat with you, bro. I'm on that same boat, bro. Look, we've been there. We've done that. We're a part of things 2 years ago. Like, we definitely made some mistakes. We learned some shit. We definitely learned some shit, especially when shit goes down. When things go down, where are you at, right? And that's what's happening. So it's like, why would you like do all of that just to reset and be a square one? And then for other platforms to punish you for doing those things, it's absolutely crazy. I feel that, you know, I'm still suffering from having been a part of whatever we were part of a few years ago. Platforms like, oh my god, JD's been a part of that, Shadowban, Blacklist, whatever. Like, I don't know the truth, but you know, I feel that, you know, there's a little bit of suppression going on. That's just me. That's just my claim. I don't know if it's true. I don't have the facts. I don't have proof. I can't state my claim. I'm not a lawyer. I can't figure this shit out. I just can't figure it out. It was all good, man. Why did I pause it? It should be going still. Let's see. We're still going. We're still flowing. We got people all over. Every single platform has a viewer. It had a viewer until YouTube dipped, but that's okay. I'm cool. Every other platform has a viewer. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. I really do appreciate that, man. And we just here chatting it up. We just here talking shit. We're not here doing anything out of the ordinary. Grim says, don't go to Dynamite and think you're leaving when the show ends. Yeah, I actually went to a show. I went to a show out here in the desert when they had it. Yeah, it was cool because you got your Dynamite, but then you got At the time, Rampage. Is Rampage still a thing? Or did they get rid of Rampage and replace it with Collision? I don't remember. No, I remember it was Dynamite and then Rampage after they just, they taped that stuff afterwards. I remember they did that. But did they recently replace Rampage with Collision? I think that's what they did. They're taking our stuff. Only kids are doing that stupid shit. Yeah, TikTok. People had time to move the other platform. Yeah, you're right. El Creso, you are 100% correct. They had time because remember, this shit went down like 2 years ago or a year and a half ago when everything was signed, and then the top dog signed on the dotted line and then acting like, oh, we should. No, fuck all that. You signed it. It's done. Supreme Court said it's done. There's nothing you can do about this. And then you have people, dude, I saw a TikTok post where someone's like, oh man, I just bought a Mercedes, 2025 Mercedes, and I have a freaking $2,000 rent or house payment, and I'm gonna lose my livelihood after this. Like, I can't, McDonald's ain't gonna work for me. I'm like, first off, what are you doing purchasing a 2025 Mercedes? Now, obviously, in my mind, I'm like, you didn't pay for cash out. You put that shit on payments, didn't you? You have a car note, don't you? You probably have a car note, and you didn't pay off your house when you had the opportunity to, right? When you had the opportunity to pay off your house or get a mortgage or whatever and pay your house off, you didn't do that when you had the opportunity, did you? Did you save your money? Do you have a backup? Do you have an emergency fund for if something goes down and you need something to get you over for a few months? Do you have something saved up just in case some shit goes down? Okay. Did you build on other platforms? Yeah, you're awesome on one, but I've always been taught, do not leave all your eggs in one basket. When you do that, you end up in a situation like TikTok. Now, again, this is not the viewer or the broadcaster's fault that this is happening to them. But what fail-safes did you put in place to ensure that you can continue to do what you do? There's people who I watch all the time. They broadcast mainly on YouTube, but they also post on TikTok, or they post on Twitter, Instagram. They have all their audio shit on Spotify and SoundCloud, and they diversify their product. So if something goes down on one platform, they can rely on another one to keep them over until whatever issue they're dealing with is dealt with, and then everything's back to normal. But you have a lot of streamers who kept all their bags in one basket. That shit is crumbling in front of their very eyes, and now they're like, oh my god, shit, oh my god. Like, why'd you put yourself in that position? Now I understand it too. Look, I get it. You're at a certain point where you have your following. You are popping off. You are making money hand over fist. There's nothing stopping this. Like, I get that. I understand where you're coming from. But at some point, someone has to tell you. You have to have something in the back of your mind. It's like, I know there's been some rumblings going on. I know the United States is having an issue with the platform. I know that, they essentially, both sides were like, ban this shit. Oh shit, I should probably work on a backup plan. Oh, I see that the top dog signed on the dotted line. It's now a fucking law that's going down. Oh, I should probably have a backup plan. Oh, fucking, they went to the courts. They went to the Supreme Court, and even they was like, nah, it's being upheld. Good luck. Have a nice life. I should have a fucking backup plan. And you don't have one. So whose fault is that then? Is it the government's fault? Is it the platform's fault? Is it your fault for not paying attention to what's going on around you? Whose fault is it? I'm asking. I don't know. But at the end of the day, that's what you need to do. If you have to start over, if you haven't worked on getting your people, like, you need to do this shit now. Get your people off that platform, put them on another one. Say, follow me here, follow me there. Here's my fucking links, all my links, so you can find me. If you haven't done that yet, that's on you. So, like, I don't know what to tell you, man. That's tough. And I feel bad for those people, but they also put themselves in that position when they put everything on one platform. Back in the day, it wasn't like so volatile. It wasn't so bad, but like, we're sitting here like, shit can go tomorrow. You can get banned on a platform the next day and have no idea what to do. You see what I'm saying? Like, you get it's crazy. It's insane right now. It's crazy. Sorry, I had to get there, man. I had to say something. It was getting on my nerves. Everyone on TikTok has time to move out the platform. You said this. Yeah. Orange Man started his thing before his first term. Yeah. Orange Man started it. Gremlin signed on the dotted line. Orange Man's like, oh, we'll see. We'll have to look into that. We'll have to look into that. Well, until he can look into it, this shit is gone tomorrow. It's gone. So what you gonna do? We're not gonna talk about Hulk, bro. Hold on one sec. No, we're good. Let's see. Then all 4 years during B, and most people did nothing. Now that it's happening, people are crying about it. Like, we knew the shit was going down. I don't want to be harsh on people, but you had a lot of time, a ton of time, bro. Like, it's crazy. Funk Orange Man, he's the one who puts all this in motion. Again, gave the government, yeah, yep. I'm gonna do it again. Watch, do it. And I hope you have fun doing it too. I ain't gonna stop you. You don't see me stopping you. You won't see me stopping you. No way. You have fun. Bro, let me tell y'all something. When I went down to LA, I came across a device that one of my family members have. You can watch whatever you want. All the television, cable networks, it's all there. It's not perfect. And there is some skepticism in terms of, like, how is this possible? And obviously, all this stuff. I'm not going to get into it, and I'm not going to say the name here because none of this shit's encrypted. Anybody can intercept this and shit. But, like, we pick that shit up. I have it set up on a different network, so, I'm not worried about it messing around with anything that's going on here. And, like, watch whatever I want, man. Whatever basketball game, whatever football game, baseball, hockey, fucking any network station, I can watch it all. I can watch it all. I have access to all that shit. And what are you gonna do? Tell me to stop? How about you don't make this shit super expensive so I would just pay for it? But they done fucked up because it's like, damn, people don't want cable, so they went Netflix. Everything's on there. But then all the publishers are like, oh man, we want a piece of the pie too. So now you have Disney, you have Hulu, you have Paramount, you have fucking all this stuff. Peacock, a million different platforms, Crunchyroll, this and that. It's like, damn, to get everything you want, you essentially are spending the same, if not more money now than you were on cable. It's like, fuck all that, man. Fuck all of that shit. Angel's back in the building. Maybe I'll be careful because, but he's all for free speech. I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about it. I don't care one bit. Might even volunteer for the. Oh my goodness! You can do that. You can do whatever you want, bro. What's the worst that can happen? They can't afford them groceries out there, probably. Just want the pandemic to come back. Damn. I mean, that was fair. I mean, you weren't working. They were giving you a check to stay home. I mean, I'll take that off for all day of the week. My goodness. All day. 100%. See, Angel's 100% on board. So that's why I'm not worried. Like, there's a CEO in my chat right now, and, like, love him to death, man. Mad respect. I just find that amazing. I do find it pretty interesting. So we'll see how that pops off. Oh, there's more comments. There was more comments. I was unemployed during the pandemic. I was making $1,000 a week. A week. You see, that's what I was talking about. See, but see, you was in the one. You in one of them states where they, you know, they were paying you real good, bro. They were paying folks out here like $100-$200 a week. It was. That was a night day. Like, what the hell is this? Oh man, let's move out to Washington. They pay good out there. Damn, but yeah, literally, they were paying people to stay home. It's like, yeah, let's stay home. What the fuck? Why I want to go to work for? Are you paying me to stay home? Smoking peace is in the streets. What's going on with you? Well, happy Saturday. Happy Catterday. Hope you're doing well for yourself. Welcome in. How you doing? Oh, there's more conversation. There's more people talking. Let's do it. Let's continue the conversation. More people are popping up. Oh, this is actually going towards the host that I was talking about. So on Kick, you have to have at least 5 viewers or more in order to host/raid another streamer. They were asking a question, why don't people do it out here? I'm like, well, I don't have the viewers to host. So what am I supposed to do? You want me to view bot the people so I can do? No, you don't want to do that either. So it's a lose-lose situation in that regard, especially if you're a small OG like me. And that's okay, but we're talking about it. One says I host when I have the chance. Sometimes I just don't have enough viewers to do so. See, that's the case right there. Same. I don't do it because I don't have the viewers to do it. It doesn't allow me to. My guy, it doesn't allow it. Kick should remove that threshold to host/view stream. They should. Are they going to? Probably not. Because that was baked in. Since day one, you needed 5 viewers. And no one's been talking about that. Because normally, here's the thing. The problem is they're not interviewing the small streamers. They are not interviewing small streamers during Kick Talk. They're interviewing partners, people who's on KCIP. They're doing people who are like, you know, tens of thousands of viewers. These are the people that they interviewed. These are the people who they talk to. They don't talk to people like me. They don't talk to little old JD with 4 streamers watching. They don't want to interview or fuck with me. Yeah, I get the little follows here and there, and that's cute. But like, they don't want to have a conversation with your boy JD. You know, that's why I do greatly appreciate the folks on other platforms who go out of their way to make sure everything is okay. Shout outs to Angel. And I hate having to keep mentioning him, but he is like one of the very few who actually are popping in, seeing how people are doing, see how their streams are and stuff like that. And like, he's literally the CEO of Beam. Like, he owns, like, everything goes through him. And he's popping in and saying what's up, you know? So like that's why I've completely changed my stuff. So the thing is, maybe there's a day where I may not want to stream on Beam for whatever reason, but I will still stream to Kick, for example, or Twitch or YouTube. I could turn Beam off. I don't have to stream on Beam, even though I'm using its multitasking or its multi-streaming function. That's amazing. They don't have to do that. Before they updated it, it was Beam, and then, you know, you add your other multi-streaming services and you were good to go. But they made it to where you don't have to stream over on Beam if you don't want to. Of course, I'm going to. Why wouldn't I? There's nothing wrong. I've never had an issue over there, so it doesn't hurt. Yeah, Beam sounds like they actually care about their streamers. I would say they do too. Now, there's other platforms that say that they are a streamer first. And I know, you know, Beam's still working on stuff. You know, they're still working on it. But they are doing things. And like, one thing I will give Beam a lot of credit for is that they are saying, when they say they're going to do something, they do it. When they say they're going to do something, they do it. There have been maybe 1 or 2 kind of like, you know, with the whole subscription stuff, you know, that's still being worked on. And I understand it. You know, there's other platforms that will, you know, satisfy that need. You don't necessarily need to do it on Beam at the time, but it's like they say they're gonna make an app for the platform. Oh shit! Look, here's the app. Here's the app. I'm on the page right now. Probably because I'm logged into it, but you know, if I want to check somebody else out, Cyber Hammer's up in there. But like, look, you know, there's an app for that. Boom. Beam has an app. It's on Android right now. I'm sure they're still working on the iOS version, but it's there. They said they're gonna do it. They did it. They said they're gonna get console streaming going. I haven't tried it out, but it's available. I'm gonna work on getting it set up today. I plan on doing it on Monday. That's actually yeah. I'm gonna have to figure that out for sure. But yeah, the PS5 is back in the room. I got it hardwired in. We're gonna work on getting multi-streaming going on. iOS is out? Is it? iOS is out. See, I love being corrected. Let me see. App Store. I haven't seen it on the PS Store. Oh, the PS Store. See, there's different. There's a way to do it though. Beam.gg/apps. I'm checking this shit right now. Okay, so let's do it the way that he says. He says beamstream.gg/apps. So Windows, Mac, and Linux is coming soon. Oh, it's right there. What the hell? Yep, it's right there. Downloading that ish right now. It is downloading as we speak. And it's done. And we'll log into that a little bit later. But yep, there it is. It's right there. When they say they're gonna do something, they do it. API access, developers can sign up for API right now. Other platforms keep talking about it. Beam's already done it. It's done. Console multi-streaming. Not only is Beam put console streaming on the PlayStation, which I'm gonna figure that out, and once I figure it out, maybe I'll make a video about how to do it. We'll figure that out. It's all day in day progress. When they say that shit, they do it. They actually implement it and do it. It's an interesting concept about actually doing what they say. But when you have a platform that's actually doing what they say they're doing, you tend to want to be a part of that a little bit more. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, it's like it's not massive. You don't have like, your top streamers on the planet on the platform, but hey, that's okay. It's not about the big folks. It's about everyone as a whole. You have a front page that, every time you hit the refresh button, there's a different flavor for you. That was something that Livespace was doing that I appreciated. You don't have the same like stuff, which by the way, that stuff is selected by staff, which, again, there's nothing wrong with that. When you introduce staff into something, they are making decisions based on whatever, criteria and whatever their beliefs or whatever. If they're assigned to do it randomly, great. But on some platforms, that's not the case. People got to sign up for it. It depends on who's working at that time. And then, they got to plug it in and like, oh, here you go. It's like, that's fine. But you tend to see some tendencies. Some people on there longer than they should be. Some people that should have no business on the page is there. Like, it's weird. But on Beam, it's random. There is no picking and choosing. You just go and do your thing. There you go. So yeah, there's instructions. So like if you go on Beam and stuff like that and you want to do multi-streaming with the PlayStation, there should be instructions on how to do that. In fact, yeah, I received an email on that, so I will work on it. It is still in beta, by the way. Last time I checked, I believe it's still in beta. Please correct me if I'm incorrect. Let me know if I'm wrong. I'll be more happy to correct myself, but I believe it's still in beta, so it's still in the works. It's still cooking. It's still cooking in the lab, so give them some time. I just know that the platform says they're gonna do something, they do it. They seem to like to be on the platform that says they're gonna do something and actually does it. It's crazy. They don't say any dates, they just do it. All right, it's the top of the hour. We got 12 o'clock. We've been streaming for about 2.5 hours without a problem. We did start a little bit earlier. Oh, PlayStation's no longer in beta. So it's official. Okay, so we just got to get the instructions to get that set up. Xbox still is in beta. Okay, got it. Thank you so much for clarifying. I appreciate that. See? Wonderful stuff. Wonderful. But see, they working on it. Good stuff. Yo, folks, it's on top of the second hour. It's 12 o'clock. I need to take a little bit of a break. About 5, 10, maybe 15 minutes. Most likely 15, if I'll be honest with you 100%. When we get back, we're probably going to play Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Unmodded vanilla. I need to see how it feels. I need to see why the game was modded in the first place. But at least we're going to try to. My graphics card is fully pegged. And so I'm learning more about my graphics card. And it's telling me it might not be the right card to use when I'm live streaming. And so I have a 3070 sitting around here. I'm going to go ahead and grab that and put that in here down the road and see how that performs. And I'll be monitoring that a little bit more closely. But we're going to go ahead, take a little bit of a break. We'll have more conversation about what's been going on in TikTok, but we'll also go ahead and play a game. So yes, thank you so much for hanging out and watching with your boy Jay Dizzle for Shizzle. We will be right back. I'm going to take a little bit of a break. Just looked at how to do it. I might give it a try. There you go, Grim. There you go, Grim. So hey, head over the Beam. If I'm not mistaken, you still have to, you got to sign up and stuff. There is a cost. It's like $3.95, $4 a month. However, that's waived when you stream 4 hours a month. So if you stream 4 hours a month on Beam, you don't get charged. It does need a credit card on file. So give it a shot. See how you like it, man. But yeah, we'll be right back, folks. Don't go nowhere. If you do, hey, do what you gotta do. I don't care what you do. Go outside, touch some grass. Look at the sky. Don't look directly at the sun. Don't be silly. Don't be stupid. But take a little bit of a break. Chill out for a little bit. If you back here by the time I get back, great. Thank you and appreciate it. If not, hey, have a wonderful day. gonna fox with it. Go ahead. Hell yeah. I hope. Let them know JD sent you if you don't mind. Let them know, hey, JD sent me over here. And that's great stuff. So, yo, your boy's going to be right back. Have fun.
Getting back into the thick of it, yeah. Take a second, breathe it in, now out again. I'm still understanding just how you do the magic when you look at me. Know what I'm saying? It inside your seat. Oh, and just like when we said I do, and it's only you who could do like that. It's only you who could do like. I like it with you. I like it with you. I like it with you. In the sand that we're in, we ain't got no plans. I like it with you.
mistake is all that it takes to break up the trust that we made. I'm open to changing my ways this time. Oh, why do I fall for it every time? I'd do anything to keep you mine. So just call my name. Tell me you're never leaving, won't you stay? And I'll play your games as long as the fire doesn't fade away. Yeah, just call my name. Yeah, just call my name. Yeah, just call my name. Can't forgiveness mend what we've torn. A chance to rebuild what was worn. With honesty guiding my stride this time. So just call my name. Tell me you're never leaving, won't you stay? Then I'll play your games as long as the fire doesn't fade away. Yeah, just call my name. 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 options. I didn't know then, but we took every precaution. Now you're holding back, but I can hear the pain underneath your breath. I can feel the shame running through your head. I just wanna stop it. I just wanna stop it. Where do you turn when you need someone? Where do you hide when you just can't run? Where do you go when you have no home? When you have no hope? What do you do when you're losing sleep? When real life doesn't beat your dreams. I just wanna know if you feel it too. Is it me and you? All alone in a crowded room. You're my perfection. See, I need you like the radio. You keep the beat alive. Gotta have you like the stereo. I need you in my life. Hey, you're my obsession. 'Cause baby, you're my melody so sweet. You're my obsession. Hey, you're my obsession. She stole a smile and my heart responded. She's everything I never knew I wanted.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the stream. I'm your host JD. Welcome back. Hope everyone's doing all right. Be chilling. Got a few more moments before we end the stream. I didn't realize it's 12:30 already. Damn. Oh my god, damn. I'm not paying attention. I was not paying attention. That's all good in the hood. Let's see what's happening. What's up? El Cholesterol's over here on Kick. Appreciate you, bro, for popping in over there. Sniping Hammer's been hanging out for 287 days, 2 hours and 58 minutes. Appreciate that, Sniping Hammer. You've been here for a minute. I appreciate you for that. Let's see. Sniping Hammer's been following this for 9 months, 13 days, 2 hours and 58 minutes. So I do like that. So Kicklet gives you like the complete day amount, while Botrix breaks it down by month, by the day. That's what's up. All right. See if there's any more responses to what we were talking about. And there is, but not much worth talking about. So that's all good in the hood. We'll go ahead and switch over to Marvel. I'm just going to try to. That's going to be fun. Oh, first things first, controller. Uh-oh. Oh, oh no, it's not dead. It's fully charged last time I checked on this. And we are connected, good to go. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Go ahead and launch it. Everything should be good, but I'm gonna double check that just to make sure that's the case. Get out of that. Go into game. Marvel vs. Capcom should load up. There it is. There it is. Okay, got a studio mode and y'all can hear it, but you can't see it. Let's fix that. Oh, it's like, where is it? Like, I know I have a button for it. So we gotta work on these settings though. Still think the music's too loud. And we'll go around and I'll keep monitoring the sound to see how that goes. And we have to see, like, what is the deal with this, right? Like, why do people... Some people think it's cool, but a lot of people's like, oh, we ain't messing with this. So let me switch categories, starting with Twitch. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. There's one person watching over there. Shout outs to that. Gonna go over to Beam. Ooh, what was that? I heard the ding. That means something. Someone did something. It's all good. So let's go ahead and switch categories. We're good. Good. Games. Uh-oh. Try again. Marvel. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. See, it's right there. Beam has a category. Beam has it. We're going over the Kick. We can still access our creator dashboard. Still forbidden. I cannot access my creator dashboard on Kick. It's wild stuff, man. Wild stuff. So go ahead and switch over to category using our chat function. Hit enter. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Update category. There we go. Thank you. YouTube can't really do much with that. Actually, no, you can. And yeah, this one's a little bit trunk. I apologize, folks. It's all a testing and learning situation here. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. I just need a regular ass photo for it for now, and then I'll update the thumbnail for it. Oh, that'll work. Open it, see how it looks. Save image. Go ahead and put this in OBS footage. I might have to rename that. Thumbnails for YouTube. I'm gonna just put in MVCI, and put it there. And then go to YouTube. This is all work in progress, man. I'm gonna go ahead and change this. And before we do that, let me download this because I don't have it on this computer. This one is Marvel Rivals. And then I'm gonna go ahead and change it. OBS footage. Rivals, nope. It doesn't, all files. Can you take it though? Can you take it? It's not an image. Oh, damn. I'm gonna have to convert it. Because it doesn't like it because it's not a JPEG or PNG. It's just not a regular ass image. That's the problem. Okay. I'm still just looking for an image to post for YouTube. Just needs to be a regular ass image, guys. That's all I need it to be. Oh my god. And then this one's an AVIF. May or may not take this. I'm checking it right now. Change. It's a custom file. Also won't take. Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do then. Can't even see that, man. Come on. Actually makes me wonder. I might be able to do it this way. Do it the hard way. Oh, you can do it this way, can't you? Can't you just open it up in Paint and then like save it as an image? Totally can. Yep. That's what I'm gonna do. So now that's saved. We'll go over to change. Oh look. There it is. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. There it is. Doing your live stream archive. And click save. So now we click save. When we refresh, it should be there now. Yep, there it is. All right, let's just do it, man. Enough time wasting. Let's get it. 12:30 on the clock. We'll play this for a good 30 minutes. We'll play story, local. This is battle versus the CPU. All right, let's do story. New game. Let's do it. Productions in association with Marvel Entertainment.
We are born of two universes, each of them imperfect, each afflicted with the cancer of organic life. From their ruins, a new universe shall be forged in the fire of the stones of reality and space. All life remade in our image, in steel, free from the sins of the flesh. We are Ultron Sigma. We are your god.
"88 days since stuff that went bad."
X.
Strider!
Captain America, our teams are in position. The enemy's forces are massing at the palace gates.
Then let's not keep them waiting. Heroes, move out! I'll lend you my shield anytime.
With us together, this'll be a sin.
Ready.
Score a hit with light punch and keep tapping the button to execute an auto combo. More information on the game's controls, view the control guides in the pause menu. But before we do anything, well, can we do anything? We got that, but like, and you can't change anything while you're in the match. That's rough. Okay, that's fine. That's cute. Hold on, this is Mega Man. How's not using this Mega Buster? There it is. Is there not like a charge function for Mr. X here? What's happening?
Stay down!
Chun-Li, Captain Marvel, shall we?
So I am looking at performance so far. We've only dropped 5 frames due to rendering lag. And we have a render frame time of like 0.5.
Here they come.
Someone was talking about keep that thing under like 5. I'm like, damn, we're doing well under that. You can switch between characters anytime by pressing right button. More information, click on that.
Take that!
Ooh. Ooh. Get out of here. Now, look. It looks okay.
Ready for round 3? Different streets, same fight.
I know the Infinite changes things up a lot. Or not a lot, but like... I wouldn't say ever so slightly either. It's like in the middle. It made some changes.
Doctor Strange!
Heroes of both dimensions, welcome to ours. The Prince of Asgard has come home. Go, show him what we've made of you.
Vengeance for Asgard! Sir Arthur, not bad for one so small.
And you, Thor, are indeed mighty for a heathen god. What's this? Fresh fodder!
No, stay your lance! My people, what has become of them?
Thor.
No need to panic, big guy. They're just taking a nap. They'll be fine. Eventually.
Stark? Spencer?
Nice weapon, Lance, a little. Compensating for something?
Only your foolishness, Iron Man.
Ha-ha!
That's funny.
I like him!
Compensating for something? That's hilarious, actually. Oh, grabbed him on the throw right there. Dante?
9-6. Come on, Hawkeye. Man, this is getting embarrassing.
Let's call it a tie.
Yo, Dante. Out of ammo. Can the ladies come out to play?
For you, Rocket, anything. Be good.
Ebony, Ivory, care to dance?
Ready. Fight. First attack.
Come on now, come on, get him. Put him down to the ground.
Damn, these things are like cockroaches.
Have care, Commander Redfield. These were once my people. Even now, they fight well.
This was my home too, Thor. Ultron Sigma's going to pay for what he's done.
Ready. Fight. First attack. Coming at you.
You lay right there next to your homie.
Courage, my friend. I swear I will release you from Ultron Sigma's grasp, or die trying.
Back to Captain America.
Where's Doctor Strange?
Captain?
Doctor, can you get us in?
The convergence has left Asgard's magic weakened. We can breach the prison's walls from here.
Good. Commander Redfield. Chris, you ready? I'll take that as a yes.
This prisoner better have the answers we need.
He will.
He has to. Or this is the end.
The underground prison, 88 days since the convergence.
Doctor?
Do you feel it? This psychic maelstrom of torment and despair.
Yeah, it sucks.
Every prison's the same.
Yeah, done a lot of hard time, huh?
No. But I've put a lot of punks like you away.
Hmm?
Halt!
We can't let them sound the alarm. Take them down!
So much for the secret mission.
Ready! Fight!
Frag ready! Slam down! Suck on this! That do it? Got a shot. Freeze! Sending it! Freeze! Sending it! Sending it! Sending it! Yes!
Oh, that's silly. I mean, it hits hard, man. It hits hard. I gotta get used to the system here. I'm not familiar with that.
This is it.
Oh no. Nah, bad idea.
Rocket, what is it?
Seriously? You know who this is, right? Doc, back me up here.
Commander.
We've got a job to do. We're not leaving without him.
We can't hold these guys off forever.
Redfield knows what he's doing.
They're a small team. Agile. They'll get the job done.
Cap, this is Hawkeye. We're out of time. He's coming.
You see Ultron Sigma?
I've got a clear shot.
Take it.
Tickles.
All teams, engage! Go, go, go!
Get the hell out of my face with that, bruh.
Taste my steel!
Oh shit.
No!
You still dare challenge us, Prince of Asgard?
You shall pay for what you've done to my people! Spencer, with me!
Let's see how this is gonna go.
I shall remove you from that throne, villain!
Fools, our will is law. We will destroy you.
Ready! Fight! Mighty
Oh, what a waste of an ult right there. I love that it came back and popped him while he squapped him. Was that unblockable? What happened? Oh my god, what the heck? What? 68 hit combo. Bro, we barely made any damage. Hold on, Switch. Holy hell, what the hell is going on, bro? Oh hell. I don't think we're supposed to beat him right now. Ooh, that's bad. It's bad. Oh, he just countered it and said F you. It's a done dizzle. Done dizzle. Oh my damn. That was bad.
Do you see now how powerless you truly are? Not for your people, Thor. They have achieved perfection, and soon you shall be their prince once more. Commander Redfield, did you have something to add? Some great insight?
You're going down, Ultron Sigma.
That's it. Some banal cliche. It's fitting that those would be your final words.
Doctor, get us out of here! With pleasure, Captain.
Live to fight another day, huh? New Metro City, Avengers Tower.
Right. Ultron Sigma has 2 of the Infinite Six.
The stones you spoke of.
6 cosmic stones of infinite power.
And probably the cause of all this mess.
If he has 2, where are the other 4?
That's what we're here to find out.
Thor, you sure you're all right? Thank you, my friend. But it will take more than a candy-colored cloud to slay the God of Thunder. Save your concern for the people of Asgard.
Oh shit, that's a problem.
The mask appears to be some kind of neuroinhibitor, suppressing the captive's psionic abilities. This is no small task, but I was able to generate a containment field that emulates that effect. We're ready to remove his restraints.
Good. Do it.
Hold that thought. Tell me you're not seriously planning on taking that thing off him.
We need him to talk.
I'll make him talk.
You think the prisoner can lead us to these Infinity Stones?
Stark and Rocket say he's...
Isn't that Thanos?
No, I said insanely dangerous.
Please, will somebody just tell me who he is?
Thanos.
Yeah.
Mad Titan. Cosmic warlord / lunatic. And Death's boy toy.
Death.
You know, the Grim Reaper, but she's a lady or a skeleton lady. It's complicated. Anyway, Loverboy here's almost destroyed the universe multiple times trying to impress her.
And you want to give him access to these stones? There must be some other way.
We're out of options and out of time. Take off the mask.
I'm sorry, Cap. I can't let you do it.
Complete story mode chapter rescue mission. We completed one. That's cool.
I'm ready for any fight.
Hope you paid up on your health insurance.
Ready. Fight.
So they're fighting amongst each other, which I find very interesting on how that works. But we're gonna go ahead and take a break from here. I know, we're gonna take a little bit of a break. I'm so sorry. Newly unlocked items. March of Drones unlocked. Ultra Sigma unlocked. New entries added to the cutscenes. All good in the hood, man. All good. We've been at this for about 3.5 hours. Technically longer. We just had some technical issues. At this very beginning of the stream, we actually... What happened? So we tried to multi-stream using everything locally. And that failed horribly. Because one thing I'm noticing is that I'm utilizing 95% of the graphics cards being utilized right now as we're streaming. And that didn't even include the game. So I'm sure that even included more. But I'm looking at performance and it looks like the 3D part of it was being utilized. But, you know, there's other parts of the card that's being used. So it affected how, like last week when I was doing Rivals, it just, my preview was messed up. Everything looked fine. So yeah, unfortunately, the way that we have to stream on this computer, we're not able to stream at the highest quality on YouTube, as there are other platforms that's the lowest common denominator. And when I have to use a different thing to stream on all platforms, you have to set it to the lowest common denominator, which is 8,500 instead of like the 15,000 I'd like to go. But it is what it is. We talked about many things. Kick Chat, they were talking about hosting and rating. They were also talking about if things and ways to incentivize streamers to do more hosting and rating on the platform, which it was a good, healthy conversation to talk about. And we received some comments, and I'll talk to those individuals on X. Make sure you do follow me on Twitter. If you want to join that conversation, you know where you can find me. All my socials are on these platforms here that you can just click on and boom, you're there. And when I'm not streaming, I'm most active on Twitter. So you know where you can find me there. What else are we talking about? We're talking about some pickups. We picked up the PlayStation Portal. We picked up 3 games, Harry Potter, The Sorcerer's Stone. It was the weirdest pickup of the day because the game's not very good in terms of like critic acclaim. It's pretty bad. But even though we picked it up for $10, it's valued at $50. So I'm like, I'm going to trade this junk in. I'm not going to play it. It's in good shape. I'm not going to play it though. Another cool pickup, Def Jam. I can't wait to go and play this jam again, man. Awesome, Def Jam Fight for New York. They're one of the best wrestling games, oddly enough. It's that good. And there's a lot of different reasons for it. But at the end of the day, it's really cool, man. We might live stream this one day, but I have to figure out how to do that, especially when music's involved, because Def Jam, music, YouTube, even Twitch, to a degree, doesn't mix very well. We also picked up Stellar Blade for the PS5 and a PlayStation Portal for relatively cheap for trading in some stuff. And then I told you guys I picked up Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. And instead of it coming in next week, when I took my break, I looked at some stuff. That thing's out for delivery today. So I might end up playing that junk pretty quickly, which I'm excited for. I'm going to probably live stream again on Monday on MLK Day because I'm off that day, which is a paid holiday for me. I'm like, this is awesome. Sweet. But I'm also going to work on configuring my PlayStation 5 to multi-stream using Beam. Now we can do that and we can get Beam running and Kick going. Kick ain't got no reason to hold off or even worry about it. Don't even worry about multi-streaming on Kick or using console streaming on Kick when other platforms do it just fine. And then we can tap into Kick using Beam on PlayStation 5. It's a wrap. Don't need to waste your time. Keep spewing BS about, we're going to do this, do that when they haven't done it yet, while others are getting it done. So yeah, I'm just saying, I just want to put that out there. This is some friendly criticism. That's all it is. You say something, you do it. Some platforms do it. Some just talk a whole bunch of junk. It is what it is. Other than that, where we at? We are at, yeah, we wrapping up right at 1 o'clock on top of the hour. We'll be back again Monday morning. I want to say thank you so much. We had a great conversation. Shout outs to Grim. Shout outs to El Cholesterol. Shout outs to Hammer for popping in and hanging out and lurking. Shout outs to Angel, CEO over on Beam, for popping in and saying what's up. Always appreciate it when you come in and say what's up on there. Today's been good. Shout outs to Brick. Shout outs to Trey Go Live. Shout outs to, let's see, there's more. Bossa Bish. Boss's Bish. I don't know how to say it, but thank you so much again for hanging out. Appreciate that. Shout outs to you. Shout outs to Planet. Appreciate the follow. Always appreciate that. Shout outs to Bossa, Filtrosity, Lucy, Jean, Carlos. Thank y'all so much for your follows today. I really appreciate y'all hanging out and chilling with your boy. And that's pretty much it. So let's see where we at. If we have enough folks, we will go ahead and host. But if we don't, we won't, because we're unable to. So I'm going to go ahead and refresh real quick. We're still sitting on 3, so we're not going to be able to host on Kick, so that's okay. I'm not upset about that, but it's what it is. I tried. I tried. But anyways, we're going to go back to Twitch, and we'll go ahead and raise somebody over there on Twitch. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for hanging out with your boy. I really appreciate y'all hanging out. And until next time, we'll see you again soon. Peace out.
Who draws the line between forgery and feeling inspired? Who defines derivative versus being admired? Who decides what original means? Who aspires and who's the wannabes? Upon the shoulders of giants, I've got a long way to
And I ain't playing Marvel Rivals on my Steam Deck. Hey, call me JD, what's good? Appreciate you for the raid. The thing with Animal Crossing, Fluff, is they said from